Professionals.
Sorry.
Welcome to the first episode of Session 6. And then lastly, we're going to cut this part from the YouTube. So I'm setting the scene. This is where we're going to cut. But I have a cold. And I am going to be blowing my nose and rubbing my eyes as I need to. And I'm so sorry that you have to witness that, but it's going to happen. Try to ignore the nose. Cool. And with that, players, cast, are we ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's see what happened previously on.
Previously on the final pages. Making his intentions clear to save the stone giant, Gaff plans to return at midnight with his trusted congregation to begin excavation efforts. Our heroes have been tasked to make the cave network as safe as possible. Returning to the mist, they find a very, inviting door. With a skull carved and a puzzle lock, this door seems designed to prevent unsuspecting adventurers from accidentally stumbling into the room beyond. Solving the puzzle, our unsuspecting adventurers stumble into the room beyond on purpose. The party finds a crypt. More visions beset Camille, introducing the Ilodial family and their tale of a dark magician tricking and trapping them in this place. Next, he receives a call of duty by a zombie mommy. Calling herself Tabis, she claims to have given Camille gifts and wishes to test his worth. At that moment, wave after wave of skeletons burst from the walls and graves. Working together, our protagonists repel these foes, collect 4 necklaces, and place them atop corresponding pedestals. The undead are released from the wizard's curse the moment the final piece of jewelry is returned, finally allowing them to rest. This narrator breathes a sigh of relief, along with the audience seeing our heroes safe once again. Unfortunately, Hamish doesn't join in, confiding in Robin his distrust of the powers wielded by Savvy and Camille. Interpersonal drama, moral dilemmas, engaging combat, slightly over-fetishized patrons. This show has it all. Let's see what happens next.
You have something to say, Hamish?
Just that my name will never be said correctly, and that's okay with me.
Hey, Mitch, right? It's okay. I've been calling Leon Lion this whole time. It's Leon Lion. It happens.
Yeah, we're all dead inside. It's fine.
All right. You all, as a matter of fact, let me put you back in that wonderful family room that you guys were in whenever disregard that that beast disappeared.
What?
Whenever whenever you guys clear this place, but you are in the family crypt. Bonus points. What was the name of the family?
The Ilodial.
Yeah, good job. After solving that puzzle with the 3 different car models, you have cleared this room. Some of you worse for wear, but yet you're all alive. And I remember someone is being carried under the other person's arm, and you were escorting each other out. What are you all doing?
Yeah. Robin was helping Mercy.
Robin was helping Mercy. Okay. Yeah, how you feeling?
Mercy needs to get out of the cave. Mercy needs to get above ground for a little bit.
Okay. So you make
Reassuring pats on the back and rubs as we go.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So you guys make your way back out through the garden or that underground jungle, and you climb up the ropes. And as you climb up the ropes, you're in the fresh air forest, the Wynwood Forest, just north of town. It's about 11:45, almost lunchtime. And as a matter of fact, in town, you hear the sound of 12 o'clock mass as the Church of Creation starts ringing its anvil to bring in the crowd. and it's kind
Did you
of
say ringing its anvil?
it's anvil. Yeah, the Church of Creation doesn't ring a bell. There's an anvil just out of the front door, and they bang on the anvil.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Because I just said they did. They do.
Yeah,
It's
they
D&D.
do.
You say it, it happens.
True. Very true.
People have to
gods
know.
never-
So, you guys start to make your way back into town. Is there anything you want to do or say?
Oh, Mercy would have grabbed another mushroom on her way out.
You just kind of clip it?
Yep.
Okay.
I need it. I used it. I need another one.
And Savvy would totally not engage in the destructive act of carving the teeth from the mushroom monster.
Okay. So Savvy goes up to the Fantasy Seymour and starts to cut the teeth out of this thing, which just look like essentially hardened rose thorns in the shape of shark teeth. Ooh ah. You all let her do this as
Oh, I mean, try
Yeah.
and stop her.
I'm not gonna stop her.
that's a
They
very
all
good.
actively pretend like it's not happening. We all.
No,
get-
but Mercy's,
don't get
Mercy's busy. Not gonna stop her.
We all aggressively avert our gaze. It's not settled.
Okay, so for the record here, this isn't some kind of like serial killer-esque behavior yet. But
Get used to
Good
it.
caveat.
this is a reward for paying attention, and you can share in my profits if you did also appreciate that.
I'm snapping for
but
that.
you didn't, so greed. I would like to direct your attention to the entry for Shiva, whatever her name is, the half-orc. The entry. It is revealed to us that the shopkeeper is a young female half-orc. She will purchase monster teeth for a silver coin each.
Gosh,
I do
I'm
want to
harvesting money.
specify-
you greedy SLB.
I do want to specify. I was aware of that. I just don't think Camille wants to put up a plant.
That's okay. That's okay. Camille didn't mock. Camille can share in the profits.
Let's go.
Now, is it
Plant-
Shiva or
Plant
Shiva?
monster
It's Cleaver.
count.
Okay.
Wow.
Like
That was
leave it to
way
Cleaver? Cleaver.
That didn't even remind me of a dormant memory. I have zero recollection of that. I missed that
Just-
entirely. Yeah, it wasn't like an oh yeah. It was what?
One of you works for her. Who is that person that works for her? Wow.
Nice.
It's you, Hamish. You're the one that works for her.
No, well, okay.
We're
Sure,
so
you know.
good at D&D. We're so good.
You know what? It's fine. I'll take
We're
the
killing
notes.
it.
It's fine. I'll take the notes.
No. Oh, I thought you said she was a shopkeeper. Sorry. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. It's so good. I'm not. My feelings aren't hurt or anything. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go sit under a tree, preferably in a glade, and just ponder on the fact that I almost died, and that I don't remember my boss's name.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Nobody almost
Going
died.
died.
How low did everyone's HP get?
I'm at 3.
Oh, nice. Single digits.
Well, I'm at 6 now, but I was at 2 for a second.
Do we have a
I was-
1? Anyone got a 1?
Is that 24?
Huh?
Nice.
Lowest I got was 8.
Okay, so you go back into town and you see that the town is actually pretty bustling. Nobody is aware of what's been going on, and as you're going back into town, you'll see that there is a group of people kind of walking towards the church in the far distance. But you also see the Borealis Ranch, and you can see that Tian is actually working on fixing up the part of the barn that fell. All is well. It's a sunny day. Birds are chirping. Butterflies are making out. What are you guys doing?
Whoa.
They're doing
Freaking
what?
out.
As
I
a
am
butterfly
actually
does, is
sitting
want to
under a
do.
tree.
I'm fascinated. I watch the butterflies.
You're just watching them? Well, when two butterflies fall
There's
in
not a whole
love.
lot of entertainment in medieval times. You get what you can.
I scream, guys, the butterflies are making out, and a whole crowd comes running.
Snappy dashes to observe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we spend the rest of the session. Have a good night,
Perception
everybody.
checks.
I'm so sorry for that, everybody. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. Don't apologize.
That was you. That was you.
Okay.
Sorry that we've hung on to it for so long. Is
I
what he's
mean,
sorry.
they're not.
He should know what he was doing by now.
The butterflies don't stop. I mean, they have such a small lifespan. They're gonna just keep.
They will go.
Yeah, soaring with their proboscis. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
Hamish, you're sitting under a tree. It's nice.
Assuming it's okay with you, High Lord DM, I'm going to take a short rest under said tree
Okay.
and just ponder my existence.
Okay. So Hamish stays under the tree, leaving you all to go on or continue looking at nature, doing what nature does. What are the rest of you doing? Double Breaker says butterflies are such little freak shows.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they
And
are.
then Double Breaker says, I'm low key afraid of them. I love it.
I want to pin that message. That's a good one.
Robin's gonna hang out with Mercy until Mercy's good. Like as long as Mercy needs assistance walking, Robin's gonna help out. So
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. You stabbed me.
I
Your sword stabbed me.
my hand was not on the sword. Some gust of wind. It was a crazy thing that just a freak of nature. The sword. There was magic down there. You saw the skeletons, right? Who knows who caused the rapier to fly at you?
I'm not mad. Accidents happen, but I definitely need to go get patched up. I should probably
Yeah.
head to this trade store and grab some supplies. Look like I'm falling apart.
Yeah, let's get you patched up on the town. Let's, everything you need at the trade store is on the tab of the town.
That is nice.
I get my illusionary badge ready.
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay.
Actually, what am I doing? I have a medicine kit. I have a healer's kit. I have 3 of them.
Yeah, save those. I need to get specific other things as well. She says quietly, like very quietly, like tells Robin to like lean over so she can whisper in his ear.
Ooh. Whispering.
I'm gonna see if I can find something strong enough to be a good poison for a giant. Just in case things go bad.
I think I picked up on most of that, but I was lagging pretty bad. Did you say you
Oh,
need
no.
poison?
Robin
She's-
is lagging because he's
Robin had a senior moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm just staring at the butterflies. What was that, Mercy?
I need ingredients.
Yeah, let's get you some ingredients. Make a list on the town. We'll just add it to the tab.
I'm pretty sure the trade home has an alchemy kit. I just have to get it.
You know what? Anything for you. Make a list and the town will pay for it.
Okay.
and we go do that before my boss finds out.
Nice. Okay. So you are gonna go. Are you gonna go try to find this poison at the handy shop?
I'm specifically looking for an alchemy kit at the handy shop.
Okay. So before you go there, what else is everyone else doing? We know what Hamish and Mercy and Robin are doing.
Hamish, where are you taking your short rest?
I'm taking it in the woods underneath a tree.
Before your short rest begins.
Dang it.
Or during the short rest?
Did you want to sit
No.
by me? Did you want to chat?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you're
No.
going to stab me, aren't you?
No. No. No.
Gonna
We've already got-
rested to a very long
We're-
rest.
I'm going to have an eternal rest.
No.
So no, I'm taking my short rest under a tree, kind of just sitting there watching butterflies make out and
Valid.
yeah.
As you're taking a seat there, Savvy is going to approach you, looking somewhat displeased, we will say.
Oh,
That's fair.
Allow me to understand this then, Hamish. I watch over this group. I stop harm from coming to this group. And I am not worthy of your trust. Is that what I am to understand?
And what gives you that idea?
You don't know how you feel about it. You need time to sit with it. Is that what you're doing now? Are you sitting and consider it? Am I making you feel uncomfortable, Hamish?
Well, a little bit. That's not what.
So this is what makes you feel uncomfortable then. This is what is doing it.
Savvy, it's not you.
Is it because you said something that suggested that it was indeed me. And here I thought that perhaps the correct thing to do was, I don't know, not allow Gaff and Camille and Mercy to be eaten by a plant monster with teeth.
No, you're right.
I do. Yeah, I know that too. I do know I'm right. My question for you is, why do you not?
Just not used to this. It's hard for me to. Never seen it.
And so, to understand this then, am I to base my actions around what will be comfortable for you? Is that how I should proceed?
Well, no. I just need some time to think about it. That's all.
You take your time, Hamish. Take your time.
I'm
But I
sorry.
can assure you, moving forward, you better learn to be comfortable with this very quickly. You're going to find there's a lot more that I can do. And I'm not going to pause to ask if it's okay with you. Enjoy your sleep.
Savvy, I
She's gone. She's walking away.
and I walk away.
I'm glad Mercy's not there. She would have been very uncomfy.
well.
Luckily, there's an aloe plant right next to where you're sitting.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's infested with butterflies. They're just all over.
There's
Tis that season.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and watch Savvy go, and I do. I'm sorry, Savvy. I didn't mean to.
Camille. What are you doing? Camille's like,
Camille, are you still there? Did you witness that entire thing?
Because I think it would make him so very uncomfortable, I'm gonna say no. I think Camille probably just went without saying anything to anybody. As people just get closer to town, he just kind of splits off and just goes to the special bear, and he doesn't say anything to anyone in there either. He just walks into the back, puts an apron on, and starts stirring that horrendous stew.
During the pot. I see what you're doing. That's a metaphor.
Don't you dare
see it.
There it is.
okay. So you go to the special bear, and at this point, it is the lunch hour, and you'll see that Leedy, very annoyingly, is stirring the pot, sees you, and he's sweating, and you could see that Ufar, his wife, is also busy, and they're bussing and they're running, and they see you. They both give you nods, and almost without even missing a full stir, he moves out of the way as you just begin to stir. And he goes and he starts cutting some meat, and he's on the grill. And then Ufar will, she'll approach and she'll say, "Oi, young man, are you alright?" And she kind of puts a very sweaty back of her palm on your forehead. "Are you coming down with the seconds?"
I won't take my eyes off of the pot, and Camille will just say, Just a long day, Ulfar, that's all. In for a long night.
All right. And she turns around and she starts cutting vegetables, and you find yourself immediately just getting into the rhythm of work. You can hear people coming in during their lunch break, and they're having a really good time at the special bear. All is well. And there you're going to work for at least the next 2 or 3 hours because it is the lunch rush. Savvy, after having a heart-to-heart with Hamish, where are you going?
I was going to say the special bear.
Okay. You go to the special bear, and you see everyone is there, and the food is fair. And what do you wear? Just kidding. You're at the special bear.
The same thing. She does not stop to change.
Okay, good. Okay, you have a seat, and you'll see Camille actually working the stove, the big stew pot. Eventually, a drink is laid in front of you, and Leedy is gonna say, "You went and broke him, didn't you? What'd you do with me boy?" And he kind of nods over towards the direction of Camille.
No, we didn't break him. He's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. We just need some time. That's all.
He's working the stew without a single spatula to the back of the head. Something's wrong with the boy.
It sounds like you should be thanking me. So this one is on the house? Okay.
Something's amuck. Do you want some stew?
No. But I will take this on the house.
He eyes you up and down again. All right. And he sits. And there you spend as much time as you want, essentially drinking while Camille works. Now, as you go with Robin, Mercy, to Gamal's handy shop that you named yourself. Congratulations. You'll see Gamal. He's outside and he's currently nailing an extra sign underneath the current sign of the handy shop as he sees you, and he says, "Where the hell have you been? One night you wake me up in the middle of passion to send me running about because the world is falling out beneath us, and then you disappear for the night. What is happening? as he looks completely flabbergasted to see you.
I'm unsure if you actually want the real answer to that, due to the shock, measurement of shock that you may feel knowing that news. I got attacked by skeletons, and I'm in a lot of pain. Do we sell an alchemy kit, and can I buy it?
No, and no, I know nothing about alchemy. I am a handyman. Can't you see the sign? And you can see he's freshly painted the handy shop on there. I don't have anything that has to do with alchemy. You know this. You've worked for me for at least a month.
But you probably have like concretes and mixtures and things like that.
No, I have rope.
Oh,
I have pitons. By the way,
Is
Camille, that's
rope-
how you pronounce piton. It's
You're gonna
pronounced.
pee on it?
Nope. We have rope, and I've given you pretty much everything I have. I mean, what else do you need?
do you know anyone who has an alchemy kit? I got you, Mercy.
No,
I'm sorry, Mercy.
no
I tried my
one
best.
here. You'd have to go to the bigger cities for something like that. No, that's the pretty specialized set of equipment. I honestly don't even know what an alchemy kit does.
I have to make one.
We do have glass blowing. No, I'm kidding. We don't have anything like that. You'd have to go somewhere like Strathmore.
All right,
Okay.
let's go to Strathmore. We got what, 12 hours?
That's not enough time.
Are you working today?
Yes, I can, after I get a little patched up, I can work today.
He walks up to you, and he's actually going to see that you are pretty beat up, and he's going to say, Mercy, are you in trouble? And he kind of whispers it in your ear. Are you in trouble, girl?
Not that kind of trouble. Just got into, like, a scuffle. Like I said, with skeletons.
Listen, we
Lots
all
of
have our
skeletons.
skeletons. But if there's something you want to talk about, you know you can talk to me, right?
I
they
stabbed
were-
her one time in the leg.
He glares at Robin. Robin,
was
click
an
on your token for
accident.
me and select initiative.
Ah, no.
Yes. Yes.
He does walk
don't
up
have-
to you, and he
I don't
kind
have
of...
my token on this map.
I'm just kidding. He does walk up to you, and you both are kind of round at the midsection, as am I in real life. And he bumps your belly with his belly.
And I jiggle like a bowl full of jelly.
I think initiative is warranted.
Did you touch her?
No, in fact, I wasn't even holding the rapier when it happened. I was trying to save her from skeletons, like she said.
He points down the road. I'll help her get patched up. You stay away from her.
So, I think it's kind of interesting, and I tuck in my shirt a little bit more. I stand a little taller. That you're trying to speak for the young lady.
He turns and he stands to face you, Mercy, but he puts himself in front of Robin. You say the words, Mercy. Are you okay?
Yes, I am mentally perfectly fine. Physically, I am very tired and sore. Like I said before, these were actual skeletons. As in, things that I thought were in strange fantasy books. But they were moving, and they did attack us. And there were a lot of them.
Why don't you go inside and get some tea? I'll be right there.
Okay. She'll go. She's confused. She doesn't understand why they're angry.
He turns back to you. Some town guard you are. You want to tell me what really happened?
All right. The truth this time. A hole opened up in the middle of the forest. We fell in. A horse died. We walked through some paths and some tunnels. We found some mist. We went in it. There was a door, had a skull on it, and a puzzle. We solved it. We went in. Skeletons all over the place, like a lot of them. They attacked Mercy. I tried to help. My rapier got away from me, flew through the air, and stabbed Mercy in the leg. We managed to put some necklaces on some pillars and some pedestals, and then we were fine. And I helped Mercy out of the pit, and now we're here.
Look, I know you're some kind of traveling showman, but there are times in your life when you need to be serious. And he kind of guffaw, like he just kind of shoves you off, and he turns and he starts to walk back towards.
Before you go, come here.
He stops. What?
I'd like to walk up to him.
He
I don't
turns.
appreciate the accusation. I'm serious about a lot of things. Mercy and my friends, keeping them safe is one of them. But what I do appreciate is how much you care for her and how much you're looking out for her. So I think we're aligned there. But I'd appreciate some trust back and forth. I've been here a month and I've done nothing to warrant that kind of accusation, but your heart's in the right place, and I appreciate that about you. And I put my hand out for a handshake.
He'll stare at you for a moment, still trying to figure out this fantastic story. But he'll slowly reach out and grab your hand.
Keep taking care of Mercy for me. Although, if I'm being honest, she could very easily take care of herself.
Skeletons, huh?
Skeletons!
He turns and he walks into the shop. He drops the hammer on the side and goes in. The door closes. Mercy, he will fix you some tea. He won't ask much, but he will say, listen, when you first arrived to Bear Spire, you acted a little lost. But from what you have told me, you have purpose here. I want you to know that you can work for me as long as you need. You could sleep upstairs in the room as long as you need. That room is yours. As a matter of fact, if you ever leave, I won't replace it. It's yours. Whatever business you have with the Frost Roses, at some point you're gonna need to go back and face them. But if you just give me one blink and tell me that the trouble that you left has found you here in Bear Spire.
No, it's not that, I promise. It's not that. I was telling the truth about the skeletons, as crazy as that sounds.
Okay.
I saw some very strange things. Very strange things. But it's not connected to that.
Okay. He'll reach into the cupboard and he'll grab some of his bandages and his, scissors, and he'll kind of slide it over to you, and he'll give you some medicine for the pain. And I have a very busy day, so you just call out if you need help. I'll be close.
Thank you.
He goes and he puts a very perfectly round hat on his head, and he walks out of his handy shop, flips the sign from open to close, and he walks into town, leaving you alone in his shop, in your room, to heal and recover and basically rest as long as you need. Robin, what are you doing now?
Now that Mercy's taken care of, I'm going to wander into town, and I'm going to do my best to keep an eye out for my boss, Nileli. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and keep an eye out for Nileli to avoid her, because I don't want to go to work. So if I see her, I'm going to duck in an alley. But I'm actually going to try and find Gaff, so I'm going to go to the church.
Wasn't he still down below?
Yeah,
yeah,
Gaff.
Gaff stayed
Did
at
he
the.
stay?
He stayed.
Gaff
He
stayed.
wanted to get as much information from. I wrote his name down.
Well, he already committed. Robin's going back down
Zephyr.
the hole.
Yeah, I'm going back. No,
Oh
no, just
my
kidding.
god! You pass by Hamish. He's just kicking dirt.
No, I guess I'll go to work then if I know that he's not up yet. But he has to come up at some point because he's got to get his congregation. So
yeah. Yes.
I'll probably go back to work. So I'll actually go find my boss on purpose.
Okay.
But as I'm doing my patrol, I will go around the church a ton. And the moment
Yeah.
Gaff is back, I'd like to talk to him.
Okay, so you go to the church and you're going to see that the mass is in procession and they're doing their thing. And you actually see that Leorin is actually talking, and she is preaching the word of the Church of Creation. And as you're kind of walking around, you know, you can hear her voice kind of echoing through just through the chapel, and it sounds beautiful, and there is no sign of Gaff. You see that the congregation is full. Are you trying to do anything at the
No,
church?
I won't even go to the church if I know that he's not there yet. So I'll probably walk by it on my way into town if that's where it is. But
Okay.
I'll try and seek out Nileli.
Okay.
And be like, reporting for duty, even though I'm super late.
Yeah, you're gonna see Naleli at the she's actually at the farm, and there's a bridge at the farm, and she's currently leaning over the bridge. It's on the west side of town, where she is, and as you kind of walk up to the bridge, let me show her to you, because she's a beautiful half elf. She's just kind of leaning with her elbows over the bridge, and she's gonna look and she's gonna say, "So, I had pleasant conversations with Gamal, and I think I need to say thank you."
What did I do worth of thanks?
Well, during the night that there was some vibrations going on. You basically controlled things, and you kept the evening at peace. So, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
And as you are kind of looking over the bridge down at the water, you'll see that the water's flowing and it's beautiful, and there's fish kind of swimming about, and Bear Spire is a very peaceful town. And she has a worried look on her face, and she says, "You know, Robin, at one point I was kind of a big deal. I represented one of the guard from Strathmore. Now, you'll know, Strathmore is run by the dwarves. It's an offshoot. It's a satellite community that they built specifically to get all of their goods from their mountains in Stodia Hall out to sea. I retired because I was looking to keep the peace." And she kind of looks back over the farm, and you see the farm and the rows of all the plants and vegetation. She's going to say, "Tell me what's really going on."
With Strathmore? I don't know, ma'am.
"No, you silly goose. What's going on here? What's going on to the north? What is in the woods?"
Well, there's trees. I'm sure there's hunting game for sure.
She grabs a rock. She tosses it in the water.
There's probably all sorts of wildlife and such, plants, dirt. I don't know. There's a lot to describe in the forest to the north.
She's going to walk up to you, and she's going to... and butterflies, says Soren.
And butterflies. The butterflies are especially voracious this evening.
She's going to walk up to you, and she's going to comb her fingers through your hair and kind of get the comb over back going. She's going to clean your shoulders off. She's going to pull your vest down a little bit, dust off your shoulders, and she's going to grab your hands. And you've been really good, Robin. You've been really, really good to this city, to Bear Spy, this town. I know you're traveling. I know there's so much for you to go out and do. I'm really happy that you're here. I want you to know that, and I'm really proud that you keep showing up. Truly, I mean that.
Oh. Well, I appreciate you saying that. And you've been quite an inspiration to this town as well. Like you said, you were kind of a big deal in Strathmore, but what you left out is you're a really big deal here. You do good work.
I mean, I don't mean... it's no secret that that I'm taking it easy. Right? Everyone knows that. That's not a secret. Right? Right, Robin?
Right, yeah.
Because in Bear Spire, there really doesn't need to be any secrets.
I don't know what you're referring to.
What I'm referring to is that whatever is happening in those woods, I could go see for myself. But I trust that if something serious were happening that would put the lives of Bear Spire in danger, that you would tell me. Now, Bear Spire has been a quaint little farming town, a stop for the dwarves and the caravans and the bards and people just looking to vacation. If the people truly found out that something dangerous was happening, we'd want to tell them very carefully. Anyway, if you want to go help at the Borealis Ranch, they could use some extra hands. Give them some water. Do whatever you need to do. Other than that, the Smithsonians had another squabble, and the one of the spouses is currently locked up in jail, and that is where he's going to be spending the rest of the day before the missus allows him back home. You don't need to go interact with them, and that's pretty much all I have to report. And you'll see she kind of looks behind you, and then she's going to say, and if that's it, I will be seeing you later.
Out of character, is there any reason why Robin would feel the need to tell her about the giant? Like, do I have any idea of what her feelings are on the giant or anything? Like, spoiler, probably not gonna tell her. But I just want to know, like, if there's any context or backstory or anything there that I know about.
You just want a good reason to not tell her.
Yeah, it would have to be a really good reason. You'd have to like unveil some really good exposition right here.
Killed her family.
No, there's nothing to tell. She trusts you.
I'm not telling her.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am going to take as she's walking away, I'm going to take a stick and I'm going to throw it on one side of the bridge, and I'm going to watch it go under the bridge and watch it, and then I'm going to do it again until she's out of sight, and then I'm immediately going to the jail to talk to that jailbird. She told me not to, and I'm doing it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll quickly prepare a map for that. It's all good. And then yeah, so let's go back to Hamish. Hamish, you've been sitting underneath this tree for a while. You can hear the sound of saw against wood and hammer against nail as the Borealis Ranch just south of you is currently working on repairing. And because of the state that you're in, you do kind of start to get really sleepy, really comfortable. The butterflies have gotten quiet, so you don't hear them anymore. And I need you to make a perception check.
All right. Go ahead and cancel that. Okay. Hey, you know how you wanted perception?
So you give me a 7 in nature instead. No, I'll take a 2 plus 3. That's even better.
It's fine.
Yeah, no. The plot doesn't continue because your rolls didn't allow it to.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're startled because you see a flash of blue light, very similar to the fairies that were kind of glittering about in the moss jungle when you fell, over your left shoulder. As you look in that direction, not sure if you were sleeping or awake at the moment, it disappears behind some trees. The woods very quickly turn pitch black as you try to look further and further into the forest. It is a dense windwood forest. Other than that, very peaceful rest of your day. Anything else that you want to do?
So I'm sitting there against the tree, and I see just like some blue little lights show up and kind of like flitter into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Very similar to the ones that you saw in the hole.
I'm gonna stand up and say, well, I suppose I should go see. And never mind. I'll figure it out myself. And I'm gonna kind of slowly creep up on these blue lights and try to follow them, just see where they're going.
Okay.
I don't want to fully commit just yet. Mostly, I want to see if I'm just dreamt it up.
Okay, so as you get up and walk towards the woods, you see the blue lights, but they're further away, and you see that they're actually up in the canopy this time. And you see the eyes dart from one tree to another. And as they do, they disappear again. And they're far enough away that you could hit them with the bow and arrow, but not close enough that you could see the figure that these eyes belong to.
So I'm seeing a pair of blue eyes bouncing from tree to tree.
Aye.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Are there any marks on the ground of what this thing could be?
Let's make a survival check and see.
All right. Well,
Not bad.
You just get them out of the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a warm up. The dice aren't ready yet.
Yeah.
You see some sticks are out of place, but no paw prints, nothing like that. But the forest does become eerily quiet as you go deeper and deeper in and away from the butterflies.
Have I ever run into anything like this just at home?
You've never
Or is
run
this
into anything like this before, no.
Thinking back again to Savvy's words from the day previous, where she said, if you have questions or if you need help, ask. And then remembering our argument and then remembering what remembering other arguments that led me to into the woods to do something stupid. I'm gonna choose the stupid path, and I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah, that's what you have.
Hell
That's what
yeah.
happens when someone's mean to you.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm just like at this point I need to do something for myself, and in fact it's almost like I'm trying to punish myself a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Into the woods you go, and disappear you
Okay.
do into the darkness that is the Windwood Forest. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll be my surprise.
Everybody,
Hey,
we did it. We did the thing.
hey! Oh, you said I was getting the bad ones out of the way, right? I'll take that.
For those of you tuning in, wisdom save means you have to take a drink. Everybody,
Oh yeah, we got the new email.
Drake.
Spam that real quick.
drink. Drink.
It's locked.
You gotta be a tier 2 sub.
I'm not cool enough for that.
Copy
All right,
paste mine, I
well-
guess.
I don't think you can do that.
I don't either.
It's neither here nor there.
Gifts, subs, though.
Yeah, but
Oh.
tier 2 is significant.
So
I see.
you are going to see the creature basically clinging to a tree, almost like a bear. And it's a very large creature. And you're going to see that the blue of its eyes, the color streaks down its face, over its nose, and down its whiskers. It's got long, slick ears, and a beautiful white and silvery coat, and a very long fluorescent blue tail. The same bright color of Mercy's hair, except spectral. And as you see it, it leaps up into the branches and jumps up and disappears again. And you're not scared of it, because you rolled a 20, a dirty 20.
All right. And so it leaped up into the branches above me.
It did, and then it disappeared.
Well, I'm not averse to climbing a tree. Let's do it.
Okay, then let's do an athletics check as you climb this tree. An 18. Okay.
Heyo.
All the
Hamish,
rolls that matter.
Hamish, the tall dwarf, begins to climb this tree.
My name will
Um,
be known.
Oh man, how high up do you climb?
Just to where it was hanging out before it jumped away.
Okay, that's like a good 20 feet up. You find a branch,
I'm doing it.
you straddle the branch, and you're hugging the tree. You see it now 2 trees away from you, and in this moment, it walks around the body of the tree and walks out onto in your sight, basically. Wait for it.
I'm waiting. Ready.
And
So dope looking.
for the first time in your entire life, you see this creature just looking at you. And it's kind of standing in profile, but its head is there. Its eyes are narrow, its face is down, and there it just stares, and for a moment, you hear the sound of the farm work as Tian is working diligently to fix the barn that collapsed.
I'm going full How to Train Your Dragon style. I'm gonna put my hand on its head.
Horse girl, horse girl.
Okay,
I'm going horse girl.
it's
Fantasy horse girl.
it's two.
There. Here's the sugar cube.
It's it's 2 trees away from you. How do you get to it?
Well, I mean, no. Do I even I don't know if I have the spell slots.
What are spell slots?
What? No, I don't have spell slots. This is the worst. I was gonna jump, but no. I'll just climb over. I'll just whether I have to go down the tree and back up the 2 trees over, or if the branches are close enough for me to climb through. Either way, I'm getting to that tree. I will have my horse girl. Uh-oh. We lost somebody.
I think we lost default player.
Oh no.
When he comes back, the camera will fix itself. Here, I'll go to this screen.
In the
Fun fact,
mean,
Default
oh.
is horrendously scared of horses, so when we started talking
is
about horse girl Hamish, he had to leave.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
hidden
I
lore,
see.
Yeah.
Is that why he gave the horse hands?
the deep lore of the stream.
Okay, that's okay.
He
We'll,
wanted to kill Champion this whole time.
yeah. So, we'll wait for him to come back.
Wow. Somebody made
And he's back.
Somebody made Catgirl. Somebody made Catboy Hamish.
If you want to see Catboy Hamish, check out the
Catboy
community art channel
Hamish.
in Discord.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
you are my hero.
I want to
Oh
see
my
it.
god.
I want to see
it's
it.
Great.
I want
It's
to.
great.
I want to look at the void right now.
Incredible.
Oh
What-
my god, how did you make that so fast?
Listen, I think
All right.
technically, because this was nobody's paying Puck to do this, right? Puck's not on anyone's retainer here. This is our first fan art, and it's Catboy Hamish.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm not
No,
even
you
mad.
weren't.
I'm not mad.
Is it under fan art?
Yeah,
Community
it's
art.
community art.
Community art.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
Sorry to derail that.
Oh
Apologies
my
for the
god.
derailment. This
No.
will be hopefully shown during halftime.
Yes. Yes.
Catboy Hamish doing halftime.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Did I get you there, Monk?
I'm so glad I stopped to look at it. Hey, Meowish.
Gosh, dang it. I will be known as ruthless by the time we're done with this campaign.
Oh man.
Sure you will, Hamish. Sure you will.
Wait, now that we have horse girl Hamish, is it Namish?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna join champion, fantasy champion at the bottom of that pit in a second.
Thank
I'm
you,
giving
Default. That brought my
myself
mood
another
down. I'm ready to get back into the game.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I need a real life wisdom save.
Yeah. Yeah. Make an acrobatics check as you actually try to leap from branch to branch without falling 20
yeah.
feet and taking a couple
Come on.
d6
Come on.
of okay. How much HP do you have? Subtract 7 from it.
Okay.
You fall with a don't do that, Camille. With a heavy thud and an oof on the ground. And look where your dice landed. It was like right on the cat. Coincidence? Methinks not.
The cat and I will be one, just not in that way.
As you do that, the cat disappears and shows up on another branch on a different tree. You get up and you dust yourself off, and the air's been knocked out of you. But are you gonna keep chasing this thing?
Air being knocked out of me, still emotionally raw. I'm just gonna look up and be like, Won't you come back? Expecting nothing, right? Just come back.
The cat
Don't leave me.
disappears and does not come back. A minute goes by, 5 minutes, an hour, 3 hours. It doesn't come back.
I'm gonna go back to town, to the special bear.
Okay. Back at the special bear, where everything is going so much better than it is for Hamish. You guys are hanging out. And at this point, Camille, Lydia's going to say, "Oi, boy, clearly something happened to you. And if me had to guess, looking over at your elf friend, you got yourself into some shenanigans last night. Spill the beans, boy. And if you tell me a good story, not only will I give you a soup on the house, some stew, but I'll let you off early."
I think, if I'm being honest, a new crowd of friends. I just guess I'm just not used to staying out that late.
Well, grow up, Bear. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're in your youth. You don't run across someone like that every dynasty.
Ah.
Huh? Anyone?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brave.
Kind of peek out the door and be like, "Oh, Savvy? No, you don't get it. No, we're just friends. We were just hanging out. I mean, you're right. I think you don't meet someone like her with all that frequency. But it's purely platonical."
I don't think that's the right word. But okay, like, that's fine. I'm just saying, me and Ulfar, we met kind of in the same way out in the woods. And, we stayed up too late too.
I want to hear that story.
No, that one is not for you to hear. You're too young. It'll burn your ears right off. And he kind of moves over and he starts stirring the pot. Go on.
He
Take
sure
the
is,
day
isn't he?
I mean, tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing. Something juicy that happened last night.
As at this point, I think Camille already has his apron off and like hand on the door. A real pretty lady taught me some magic tricks.
Okay, that's the kind of story I wanted to hear. Why didn't you just start with that?
I felt that there were some things that needed to be specified before we moved on with the conversation. Does that count? Is that interesting enough?
Yeah, you're such a gentleman. Go on, boy. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks for helping with the lunch rush. And tell your friend, the first one's on us, but no more. The rest are on her.
Camille will walk out of the kitchen, and then as he passes Savvy's table, he's just going to go out, but he's just going to say to Savvy, Lady says you can drink as much as you want.
I thought he might. Very generous.
That is not what he said at all. So you two have a seat. Obviously, Mercy, you're not in the picture. You're resting. Robin, you're going to the jailhouse to go do some shenanigans. Camille, you and Savvy get to sit down and have a talk before Hamish shows up. Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
I cannot imagine a more boring way to conclude what we just did than stirring the pot. Why?
Needed some time to think, I suppose.
Did you need it? Or did you want it?
I think I'm allowed to feel both. I think both is okay.
If you say so.
Listen, Savvy, you gotta understand. Even up until today, even the things that Ham was doing were astounding to me. I'd known of magic, but I can't say that I'd seen much of it. So to see what we saw and to do what I did, well, it's just a lot. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'd hope not. Could have a different conversation with you.
And I, by no means, want to offend. I think, honestly, I think the things that you do are incredible. I just never saw them as something that was an option for me.
And yet here we are.
Here we are.
As you said, weirdo and weirdo.
Yeah, well, everybody's a little weird.
Is that how you feel? A little weird?
Well, no, honestly, I feel pretty good. Feel better than I think a man walking out of a tomb has any right to.
Let me ask you, Camille. You ever looked much into Malo?
DM, have I heard that term before?
Make a religion check.
Oh, I was thinking, but I'll put it back.
I'll drink.
You have. Malo is Pig, correct me if I'm wrong, the god of luck. Not sure if god or goddess, but god of luck.
Do I know what pillar they're
Yes.
under?
That is correct.
It is,
That
yes,
God of luck.
the god of luck under the pillar of chaos.
Ooh, I can't say I know very much about the name. Yeah, the god of luck under the pillar of chaos. But no, I can't say that I know much in detail.
You feel good. Because Malo looks after those who take risks. He revels in it. His eye looks favorably upon us. And you, Camille, you took risks today. We all did. And in that, we found favor.
Yeah, I suppose so. I have to say I don't necessarily feel like the things I'm doing are put on the part of that particular pillar of the five. You know, I have an inkling feeling they might be coming from a sort of different region in that divine chart, but I do feel pretty lucky.
Milo never cares about what your beliefs are or where you're from. Doesn't care about who you hold dear. He just enjoys a good show. We put on a good show today. Take it for what it's worth. It was a good time, despite what some may think.
Yeah. Are you doing all right, by the way?
Camille, I know we weren't exactly keeping an eye on each other, but they did not lay a hand on me. Not a scratch. Not a single touch from one single vile skeleton. They were right next to me and around me, and yet nothing. Not them, not the giant plant, nothing.
Now, ma'am, I know. I think I know that you know that's not really what I was asking.
I have spent a month now pretending that I am a butcher, Camille. I feel very good right now because for the first time in a month, I feel like I am myself.
It's a good way to be. Malo shines on us all then.
A little bit, when he wants to.
All this being said, and I do feel good, and it's been quite the day. After everybody's had the time for some rest, I would like to sort of convene because I feel that it's only fair for everyone to know what I saw. And you all can choose to believe it if you like or not, but I want to put everything out there.
Just then, a very dirty, tired, disheveled Hamish approaches the scene, and everyone in the tavern stops and looks at him. Lady's like, Camille, something happened last night that you're not telling us. Hamish, sit! And he pulls the chair out, and he grabs you by the shoulder and shoves you into your chair, slams a cup of ale in front of you, and says,
That's so hard. It hurts.
Tell me what happened last night. And as a matter of fact, where are the other two?
Now, hang on, Leody. Listen, first of all, I can say with 100% honesty that Ham did not look like that the last time I saw him.
He was taking a nap.
Dirt nap?
Look, how we dwarves choose to present ourselves to the forest is none of your business.
And yet here you are, presenting yourself, not to the
Because I'm not-
forest, but to us.
So I am savvy. Not that I have much choice.
You didn't have to walk in here.
Ham, you're free to present yourself however you wish. I'm meaning to present that to Leody so he knew that I wasn't trying to keep anything from him, that I also don't know what happened to you.
Thanks for the follow, Traveling Aria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lady's gonna say, do I sense a little bit of a love triangle? Because there's some heat coming from this table and it's not the candle.
Ham, I found your cat.
Oh, there it is. Let's
Here.
get a close up.
meet you.
Wait, close up of the cat.
Oh, she's done.
Okay, there's the tail. Oh, it has a name, Miko.
That's Miko.
Cat just called out your cat name, or chat just called out your cat name.
Chad, just called out your.
Yeah.
Meow.
You got a shout out.
Something happened. You know what? Keep your secrets. A few more cups of ale, and I'm sure it'll come out. Here, Hamish, this one's on the house.
I appreciate it. I do need a little bit of healing as I down the ale. But I'm not ready to talk about if Savvy's not.
Oh, he turns around. He was walking to the bar, but instead he turns around and he comes back. Oh.
I've said my piece, Hamish. I feel very good.
Well, I don't. And I never got the chance to say my piece.
By all means, Hamish, what would you like to say? What more can you share?
Lady sits down at the table.
Of course. I have never had magic in my life. Never seen it, never done it. So forgive me if I just wasn't ready for it, especially coming from one of my friends. And especially in a time of heat and battle. I just wasn't ready. And I would kindly ask for your respect and allowing me time to think about it and to come to terms with the fact that my life has gotten a little complicated, right?
Your life has gotten complicated. That's great, Hamish. I'm so relieved to hear
You're
that
not thinking
I've been
about the
asked to
implications of that.
accommodate you.
You're not thinking about the implications. I'm saying my life is complicated because I choose to have you be part of it.
Do you? So I'm here because you will it. That is what I am to understand. Is that I am here because I fit into your life as a piece of your story, another player in your tale, someone to be a part of your story. I am what? A side character in your quest to be Robin of the Hood? Is that what I am to understand, Hamish?
Fantasy Robin of the Hood.
Camille's gonna stand up and be like, all right, that's enough. All of us have had a very long day. All right? And a lot of things happened, and not all of those things can be explained very easily. A lot of people saw a lot of things for the first time today. And I think we all just need to take some time, dwell on our emotions, formulate them in a way that can be presented respectfully, and come back later.
Hamish stands up and walks out.
Here is how, Camille, I will present my feelings respectfully. You may not. Robin, Mercy, Hamish. We're on the verge of death. And yet we all live. And yet, what have I heard? Accusation, rebuke, considerations of patience that I must have, urging to consider the feelings of the others. And yet, when has it ever become relevant to ask why we are in the position that we are in? Why am I to accommodate you and Hamish and Mercy and Robin when I am not to be accommodated myself?
Savvy, you're not listening. I don't want you to accommodate everyone. I want you to be you. You being you is probably why we made it out alive. I want everyone to consider everyone. And I don't like you came in kind of hot there. I don't know you as much as I would like to, but I feel like you could come at him a little softer. I don't think he should have said some of the things that he said back earlier today. But I don't think there's a right here.
Oh,
Savvy, and I'm not
there
saying
is
you're
a
wrong.
right, Camille. There is a right. And I am right. And I am leaving.
Lady's gonna say, you know, once I dated a tabaxi before I met my old lady. Oh, you're leaving. Okay. Yeah. Camille, you're doing a good thing. You're keeping the triangle tight. I'm gonna go clean a
We're
table.
not fucking dating, lady.
Oh. Sorry, lad. You're coming in hot. And he gets up and he takes his cup of ale and he takes Savvy's and he walks away.
I'm going to come back in, put down the mug that he gave me. I forgot to leave this. And then I go back out.
You meet him at the door as he's like walking off. I want to know everything that happened last night. And he grabs the cup from you and he walks back into the kitchen. Meanwhile, Robin, thanks for being patient. You're at the jail with the Smithsonian.
Save his belly with a rusty raver. Save his belly with a rusty raver. I'm just singing, and I'm passing the flask back and forth.
Yeah.
His name's Mr. Smithsonian.
No, his first name is Jacob.
Jacob. I just passing it back and forth. We're just singing. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, then the necklace goes on the pedestal. All the skeletons fall down, and honestly, I think we became closer friends.
What a story. I can't wait to
It's a
tell
real bonding moment. Yeah.
Melissa that story. You know,
Oh, what's going on with Melissa and you? You're in here again.
it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's just
No, you got locked up last week. Now, tell me what happened.
no, I want to hear more of the giant story. Tell me more of that story.
Giant? I didn't say giant.
Oh, you didn't tell him the giant story? I thought you told him everything that happened.
I haven't told anyone about the giant.
You just
We went to the woods and fought some skeletons. You
Oh,
know,
you'll tell him about the skeletons, but you don't want to tell him about the giants.
And maybe I'll discuss. I'll tell him about the skeletons, but I won't give him enough details where he can go find it and get in trouble. But
Okay.
I'll tell the story. I'll leave out the giant though.
He's crying because I'm crying in real life, but I'm crying because this story is so touching. Not because I have a cold. So
That's the end of the story. I got no more stories on you. Tell me what's going on with you and the missus.
now the jail cell, it's actually really nice. And you'll see that there are ball and chain in the middle. There's a little bit of a latrine in the back corner. There's a bench to sit on, and you see that there's a mat that they can sleep on. This jail is actually very clean. And the reason for that is because it doesn't really get used very often. So the fact that it's being used for a domestic dispute here, this is actually right up your alley. Like, yeah, sure, he needs to sleep it off, right? And he'll look to you and he'll say, I bought her some flowers.
Good
And
start.
I put them in a nice pot.
Okay.
And then I gave them to her.
Uh-huh.
And I said that I'm starting to notice that she's beginning to look a lot like her mother.
Oh,
I meant that as a good thing.
oh, cause you're attracted to her mother.
No, it's just. I
Oh.
mean, he takes another swig. I mean, if I'm honest. No.
This is a safe space.
No.
This is a safe space.
Anyway, she slapped me, and it really hurt, and I don't remember what happened next, but Naleli
Okay.
thought it would be good for me to just chill out here. And I thought she'd be here by now, but she's not.
So you don't remember what happens next.
I do, but
Excuse
you're out of drink.
Excuse my link. Oh, you finished my flask? I got a second one, bud.
Oh, nice.
You don't remember what happened next? I call bullshit. Talk me through the whole situation, bud.
Well, I went outside.
Uh-huh.
I threw it. I just threw it. I wasn't looking. It was like a fantasy Peyton Manning throw. I just chucked it, and I hit Hamidi's horse. And Hamidi's horse took off, and Hamidi fell, and they pinned it on me. Everyone's fine. I mean, how many times do you fall off a horse? All the time, right? Anyway, they called it like reckless endangerment of public property or some I don't know, something stupid.
Oh, that's a tough story. It's hard when you try and do a good thing and it bites you. It's hard.
Yeah. So, hey, you work for Naleli. You're the guard around here.
Yeah, I have access to the keys to this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you out though.
Oh.
Yeah. Because, you see, I'd let you out, bud, if I heard a little bit more responsibility coming from you.
I mean,
you see, you're saying everything's everyone else's fault, but I'd like to hear a little bit more responsibility of your actions and how they affected others. And I reach in and grab the flask. But it was really nice chatting with you, bud. But think on the responsibility thing. I'll see you next week.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Okay. That's... No one's ever been real with me like that before, Robin, and... Thank you. It really hit me right in the heart, right in the feels.
Oh.
I shouldn't have made the comment about her mother.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have thrown the perfect spiral.
Right.
And I'm sorry. And I'll go and pet Hamidi's horse. I'll make it right.
Okay. Now, you saying all that, I should let you out now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bud. I was wrong. Responsibility means accepting the consequences. And you gotta stay in here a little bit and cool off, okay?
You just see his face, like, just completely start to go sad again. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Hey, you're not a bad guy. You just did a couple of bad things.
Yeah, all right. He's gonna walk away, and he's just gonna go lie on the bed, just sit there, kind of cross-legged, just wallowing, basically.
I'm gonna go and can I see the church from here?
Yeah, you can.
I'm just gonna constantly checking out the window for when I see Gaff come back. And I'm probably gonna hang out around here until Gaff comes back, and then I'd like to talk to Gaff, and then after that I'll rejoin the group.
Okay. So I will tell you that Gaff's not going to come back until nightfall. And then he's going to meet with his group, and then at like 2 or 3 in the morning is when he's planning on sneaking them out of the town to the north. So you have a good 8 hours left to do whatever you need.
So, logistics question: how is he planning on the coordinating his congregation if he doesn't come back until they're supposed to leave?
He's gonna go. Him and Leona go knock on some doors.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll catch him at that point. If we wait until then, I'll go back to the tavern. Kind of after a while, realizing he's not coming back, I'll finish my flask and realize I'm out of drink, and I'll head to the tavern.
Okay. You'll see on your way out, Hamish is walking through the town square, kind of by himself. You'll bump into him.
Oh, you look a little worse for wear there. What happened?
Just kicking a rock down the street.
Oh, that's a pretty neat rock you're kicking there. Have you ever kicked a rock down the street for so long you get emotionally attached to it?
How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a great conversation with Jacob Smithsonian. You know him?
No, do I? I'm not sure.
I don't know why you're asking me. I don't know who you know. He's a great fella. He's a little misguided. He has some grown up to do yet, but I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, don't we all have a little bit of growing up to do?
Well, I think that's the magic of it. I think that's the magic of it. If we don't grow up fully, we get to be kids for longer, right?
Yeah, well, you never know when some of the when some of the magic of childhood is taken away from you.
Yeah, you'll never know. But that's
Hey,
why Oh yeah,
Robin.
go ahead. Yeah,
Tell me,
yeah.
well, I got two questions for you. The
Okay.
first one, have you ever seen a blue cat thing that likes to jump around in the trees and has blue eyes that glow?
Blue cat jumps around in the trees and glows.
Aye.
Do I know of a blue cat that jumps around in the trees?
No, you don't.
I've heard stories. But you tell me the stories you've heard.
Will, I was out in the woods earlier, sitting under a tree, and I saw a little something blue in the sidelines, and I tell him the story of the following the cat thing,
Okay.
panther. And then I fell out of the tree, and I was just too tired to chase after it anymore. And
So, we had some growing up to do, it sounds like, thus your comment earlier where sometimes the magic is taken away. Is that what you were referring to?
no,
Oh.
it's
Does that lead us to your second question?
aye.
Oh,
You see, it's Savvy. I screwed up, made him mad. I just didn't know how to react when she was doing all her spells and things looked so different. And well, I said some things wasn't expecting her to overhear, but more importantly, it just kind of came out and hurt her feelings, and then I got mad and said some more things that wasn't very nice.
when we're mad, we tend to say things we don't mean. Unless you meant it.
No,
Oh, that's
No,
good.
I really like Savvy. I don't want to drive her away. I just wasn't ready.
And you said you don't know what to say. It just came out.
Aye.
Well, it kind of sounds like you know what to say. You just said it to me. You said it pretty damn good. The thing that Go ahead.
No, you finish.
Well, the thing that I've noticed is that if you can make somebody mad, it means that there's something there, right? If somebody doesn't care about you, they don't care what you say. So, the fact that Savvy reacted the way Savvy did means that maybe Savvy thinks that you're pretty great too. Here's what I've learned. If something goes wrong, just do it different. Don't do it better. 'Cause maybe you don't know what better is. But try something different. The only way that you can be bad is if you do the same thing over and over again and it keeps doing bad stuff. Do it different, and hopefully it's a little better. And if it's better, do it different again. But again, hopefully towards the better, right? So next time you talk to Savvy, my suggestion would be say something different. And maybe it'll go a little better.
Thanks, Robin. I'm gonna give him a hug, regardless of whether or not he wants it.
I want
get
one
a
of those.
Big hug.
Can I get one of
big
those
hug.
too? Because I'm calling my dad after this.
I'm gonna.
Cats at the cradle of the silver spoon.
Well, but I'm let's keep this between us, right? I'll be back. I'm just gonna go take a walk in the woods.
Mom's the word. You want company in the woods?
No, I need to be by myself.
Okay, be careful.
It's-
I heard there's some big glowing blue cats around.
We could only hope.
Yeah. Hey, another piece of advice. Don't chase glowing tigers. That's probably a mistake.
Today's a day of mistakes.
Oh, yep. Remember that whole different decisions conversation?
See you, Robin.
Bye. Oh, I really hope that boy's okay. Oh no.
Robin walks away super concerned.
So, Robin, you make your way into the special bear. Hamish, you make your way into the woods.
I burst into the special bear and I go, Leary, I got a story for you.
Yes. He's
So
gonna
it
be.
all started with a mist. Yeah. Okay, imagine a door that looks like this. What would you do if you saw a door with a skull and some pictures? Hit me with your first thought.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it.
You'd run, right? That's my first instinct, but we didn't, and that's why I have a story.
And then I sit down and I tell him the whole story.
You just
I do
tell
like little pantomimes.
Yeah. By the end of that, so do you tell him about everything or just the skeletons?
Just the skeletons, no
Okay.
giants.
Okay.
Yeah, I leave the giants out.
He'll hear your story and he's gonna give you a drink on the house and he's gonna make a joke about how awkward it was, but you know, he'll tell you about his tabaxi, you know, back in high school. And then you guys get to spend the rest of the day however you choose to. And at this point, we are going to level up. And I know that some of you decided to go on average scores for your HP, and some of you want to roll. So the house rule is if you choose to roll, you may re-roll a 1, but anything above a 1 you have to keep. Unless you say that you're taking the average.
I'm living on the edge.
Likewise.
I'm glad you did. Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay.
I'm taking average because Robin is average.
Robin.
Anything but.
Robin
well
is
above
spitting out some
average.
wisdom tonight.
Incorrect. You are not average.
You hear that?
Oh, guys, I just learned that fishing for compliments works.
Because you're mediocre.
Aw.
And there's the humble pie.
Also, I realized that I don't need to look for
Okay.
alchemy tools.
Some of you probably aren't going to talk about what happens at level 3, and that's totally fine. Does anyone want to talk about what their special new toys they get at level 3?
Robin's very secretive. So that's gonna keep that close. I'm just kidding. I'm going glamour bard.
Glamour?
So
How Robin
No,
of you.
sorry, not glamour. Eloquence.
Eloquence.
I apologize.
Man, I was almost
Said the
proud.
wrong one. I said the wrong one. Oh no. But I'm doing Bard of Eloquence.
What does that mean?
I'm really good at buffing and debuffing. So I get an ability. Nope. Do I get that this? Yeah, I get that this level, don't I? Yeah, 3rd level. So I get Silver Tongue, which allows me to, anytime I roll Persuasion or Deception, if I roll lower than a 9, I treat the die as if it was a 10. So I'm never going to roll low on Persuasion or Deception. And then I have
like it.
Unsettling Words,
I like
where I
it.
can spend a Charisma, an Inspiration die to debuff somebody's save.
Okay. Love it. Mercy, anything you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, y'all, it was kind of pointed at when I made the comment that I'm grabbing alchemy tools.
Yes.
Go an alchemist.
Okay. So do you get to
I
make
don't-
your own, or do you have to go find some?
Yeah, so I don't need to find them because as when I hit level 3,
Yeah.
I literally just put this ability on my character sheet. I have an ability called the right tool for the job. As long as I take an hour of time, which we have all of this time in the world now,
Yeah.
I have the ability to create the artisan tools that I need to do what I need to do. So as long as I have a tinker's toolkit or a thieves toolkit, I
Yeah.
can do that ability. And I have both. So,
Amen.
haha.
Okay.
Now I can make elixirs.
Weird warlocks keeping it close to the chest.
I mean, Savvy's a hexblade. I think, if you are familiar with D&D, I think you probably would have put that together at this point. I'm going to keep the invocations and spells close to the chest,
Okay.
but by and large, yeah, I mean, again, hexblade was decided at level 1, so she's just going to continue down that path.
Okay. And, you know, Camille is having a midlife crisis as he's learning. I think I died. I'm pretty sure that conversation will happen soon. Anything you want to talk about?
I think a lot of people can infer what's going on here, but if not, it'll be very apparent in the next combat.
Mm-hmm. When's that going to happen, I wonder?
Oh, soon,
knows?
I'm sure. Because I'm going to call this, again, not having any knowledge, I predict this. We are going to need to escort these congregation members through caves that have been made safe, so surely there's no danger. So we're going to play a D&D escort mission. That's what's going to happen.
Those are my
feel it.
favorite levels.
I know,
love
they're
those.
everybody's favorite levels. That's why we're going to do it in D&D. I can feel it in my soul. And I'm trying to read the DM's face, and he's aggravated right now that I have figured out his game. I can see it. I can see it.
What kind of RPG would have a mission where you escort a completely useless group of individuals?
They're
That
not
doesn't sound like
useless.
something.
They're going to have
The
pitons.
worst part
You're
is
gonna pee on
that
it?
they have you have to walk at their speed. We cannot speed up. We have
Oh
to
no,
walk.
we can
can't
afford
run.
a loss of, relatively speaking, about 40% of them, right? Like, we can make up the difference. So they're choosing to come down here. The risk is apparent. We've made it clear they're not our responsibility. Gaff wanted to bear that burden, so Gaff can step up to the plate.
Just at the top
there's
of
gonna
the chasm, just Mercy has a piece of paper. I need you to sign this before you go down, claiming that we are not liable for any injuries, deaths, or decapitation.
You reminded me. I'm so glad we have to talk about the notary specialization that Savvy
Yes.
needs to take here soon. Yeah.
Wait, are we going to be signing a party notary contract?
Mercy, that's so funny. Joke of the game. That's so hilarious. Oh.
Okay.
I
You're all
mean,
wrong. You're all
I'm
wrong.
just speculating. It's 100% not an escort mission. DM, I know nothing. I predict nothing. It's going to be uneventful. There will be no combat this session.
We're
Yeah,
gonna walk up to
Congregation
the.
is actually.
Go ahead.
We've had
Okay, I was
plenty.
just saying-
Yeah, good.
Oh my! The congregation is
Wait,
actually
what?
super strong. We're the ones getting escorted. There's
We're
my
gonna
stupid-
walk up to the. We're
I
gonna
know
walk up
Carrie
to the
when I
edge
see
of
it.
this. We're gonna walk up to the edge of the tunnel, and a little bar is gonna appear with the number of people we're escorting, and everyone that dies, that bar is gonna diminish.
One person is falling in the pit. Like, it's just going to be the very first person that dies. There won't even be initiative rolled. They just fall off because they're obviously going to die.
Well,
Obviously. Obviously.
Monk, was this considered a long rest?
Yes. So, you all level up. Congratulations. You have won the D&D. Now, I do want to have a quick chat with Hamish.
Okay.
Ooh.
What did I do, Dad? Why am I in trouble?
You go back into the woods, and the music changes to something a little bit more, I don't know.
Butterflies are stop having sex. Oh.
No, not that one. Let's do this one. Yeah, that fits. You go back into the woods, and you've had a really bad afternoon. You know, you got yelled at publicly, privately, and lady wasn't taking you seriously. You fell out of a tree, and
that was all after the skeletons.
yeah, not to mention the skellies, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to the tree line. And as you're thinking about this blue-eyed cat, it appears off in the distance, tucked behind a tree. A butterfly comes and kisses you on the ear and says, "Go to him." What do you do?
Does that actually happen?
No.
Like the butterfly? Okay.
Butterflies don't talk.
Well, I don't know anymore. Yeah, I'm just going. I'll start walking slowly once I'm within like 50 feet.
Okay. As you go after this cat to the north, eventually the woods close up behind you, and you find yourself walking in the dark, your dark vision showing you the path in this dim to very little light. The cat jumps up into the tree again and darts from tree to tree, and very much like Fantasy Zelda, is leading you deeper and deeper into the Windwood Forest. Eventually,
Yeah.
you come into a clearing, and it's a muddy clearing, and in the open patches of grass between the mud, you see that there's a dead animal. It is an elk. Very similar to the elk that once upon a time you were challenged to go hunt. And this creature, this phantasmal cat, sniffs at it and turns to you and growls.
Everything has its time. I'm sure you've killed plenty.
He's gonna nuzzle the dead elk. And you're gonna see the elk moves. And its head lifts up and turns to you. And you can see that the elk itself has been dead for at least a 10-day. Its face is way past the normal order of entropy and decay. Yet, its ribs move as it's breathing. And essentially, this dead animal is looking at you, its ears turning, and this cat next to it growls again.
I wasn't expecting that. Kind of gently pull out my bow. Not sure. Are you asking me to kill it and put it down again? Because I will.
You see the elk slowly put its head down on the ground and then you see it lift its head again, except this time the physical head and the decaying body stays, but what you see instead is that spectral form of the elk. Same blue color, blue glowing antlers, sleek body, and it begins to rise up out of the ground, stand on its feet, and there you see this magnificent cat and this magnificent elk that are gleaming blue. And then the elk darts off, and as it jumps into the forest, it quickly disappears, leaving you alone with the cat and this carcass. The cat sits down and just stares at you.
I'm gonna stow my bow. I don't regret what I did back then. I mean, as I walk forward, my hand out again.
It's gonna slowly take a step towards you. You can see its nose is doing the thing that cats' noses do when they're smelling and investigating. And it walks up. It puts its nose on the outside of your fingers against your knuckles.
No, I have a friend who told me to do things differently. Perhaps this is what it meant.
You putting this all on Robin?
Oh yeah. I'm just talking out loud.
Literally told you not to do this as you walked away.
I completely ignored that part of the advice.
After you
What do
say
you
that,
see?
it's going to turn and it's going to walk around you and it's going to sit on your right side.
Do you have a name? Can you even talk?
It doesn't say anything.
Can I give you one as I kind of reach over and scratch behind its ear?
Did you do that because Mr. Mini Mopsy told you to?
No, it was part of the plan, but I did see it.
You go to scratch its ear and it is tangible. Hey, Sleepless Nights, thanks for the raid. Welcome everyone. So glad to have you.
Thank you.
We're currently meeting a very special animal. A very, very special.
Hey, follower goal, Matt. Look at that.
Oh, hey, yeah, we did. Thanks, Ketchup. You're number 100. Welcome.
Hey.
All right. Let's finish this.
This cat.
So I'm scratching it behind the ear.
Yeah, you scratch behind the ear.
Well, I'm gonna give you a name. Tell me, how do you feel about Sylvanoth?
You're going to see that it is going to stand up and it is going to growl, but it's one of those fantasy World of Warcraft growls where it stretches its back and it looks up at the sky, and then as it shakes its head, you hear its jowls kind of shake, and then it's going to dart off into the woods and disappear. And then for a moment, you'll see it's going to approach you from behind as it kind of circled all the way around the woods and came up behind you. And then sit.
Yeah. You're gonna be good friends with me. I can tell. Sylvanoth, or Sil, for short.
It'll do the cat thing. It'll rub up against, in this case, your chest, because it's almost as big as you are.
Dwarves, you know how it is.
Almost pushes you over. Its tail smacks you in the face,
classic. You wanna go meet my friends? I'm back in town.
It's just gonna sit there, but you'll notice that as you move, it moves with you, and it will stay close, but even at times you'll see it'll be at your side.
Yeah. I really want you to meet some of my friends. Come on.
And
I
you guys,
and I head back to town.
you guys make your way downtown.
Walking fast.
Our pace is fast.
Yeah, your pace is fast.
We're homebound.
And at this point, we're going to move over to our halftime show. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid and for the new follows. We're so happy to have you guys here. We're a very, very new channel. We're so happy to be here. We don't just do an intermission. We actually have an intermission show, and there's 2 cast members that are going to be joining us. So stick around.
All right.
Hello.
So, hello everyone. We want to welcome you all back to the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. I'm your host Soren, and this is my co-host Hayden. Hayden, say hello.
Hello.
So, this is our show within a show, and we appreciate you all joining us.
Today, we will be answering more puzzling questions with our expert knowledge of D&D, because we didn't do enough last time, so we're doing more. But before we do, we would like to give a shout out to some talented artists.
Yes. So, as you may have already noticed, we have some artwork hanging in our tavern, courtesy of Puckwudgie and Soft Brambles. You will also notice a speedy work of art from a very inspired Puckwudgie during the first half of today's stream. Catboy, Hamish.
Ooh, some gorgeous ones.
Yeah.
If you are an artist and you create fan art of our characters, we'd love to see it. So if you visit our gaming-related Discord, you may post your artwork in the community art channel.
Yes, and for those not using Discord, you can also share your artwork by tagging us on Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram. And for formatting purposes, landscape orientation is preferred, but it is not required. If you do share your fabulous art, it may be featured in a future episode of Gaming Related.
Yup. Now, before we dive into those questions, what did you think of the first half?
Okay. I loved seeing everybody's reactions to seeing like magic for the first time, and then they had some arguments, but I think they'll acclimate into that. We have a giant fantasy Cheshire cat, you know, and we can't forget about the butterfly makeout sesh. Okay, I mean, proboscis has got a proboscis, you know. What about you?
You know, I used to love butterflies, but now I'm not too sure. Who am I kidding? That was hot. We need more spicy scenes like that. And I am loving the Cheshire cat, and especially with Hamish following it around. I can't wait to see what happens.
I know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how the other characters react.
Now, let's get on to those D&D questions.
All right.
Should players have to roll performances when seducing the DM? Well, we don't want the DM playing favorites with all these cuties. So yes, I believe they should roll performance when seducing.
I mean, you know.
We don't have to because,
right,
you know, we got special privileges.
That's right, special privileges. Oh my gosh, okay. Another question. What's the difference between a lich and a bitch? Okay, this was an interesting one. So a bitch is a female dog, or a term used to describe people, whether in jest or as an insult. A lich is a version of a bitch used to describe an undead female dog, or an undead being who is just the bane of everyone's existence. So,
You know, for the first half of that, I thought you were gonna just say it was me.
well, you know. Are you an undead bane of everyone's existence?
Yeah, I meant the other one, but yeah,
Oh.
that too. I'm both. I'm kidding. Is an elf more likely to be vegetarian or cannibal? Obviously, a cannibal. I'm kidding. Elves are vegetarians. Their perfect healthy diets give them a true balance, making them way superior to any other race.
Wow.
They just
All
they
right.
they look and act like not cannibals, vegetarians. Like, right?
Your cover's slipping. Your cover's slipping.
Don't
Oh
tell
my
them.
Don't tell them. Okay. Another question. Is it considered a war crime to create and destroy water on someone's eyes? Now, I'd say if it were used as a form of torture, it would be considered a war crime. However, like, say you used it in a helpful way. For example, like if you need to flush out somebody's eyes with water to like remove something that shouldn't be there, it probably wouldn't be considered a war crime. But, you know, if you use it as a form of torture, it's definitely a war crime.
What kind of question was that? Who asked these questions?
You know, that's classified. So,
By the way, Giggle Cheeks says, "Felt
Oh.
Hayden, I'm here to represent bitches unapologetically." So, that's
Oh my
that's where
gosh.
we're at.
double breaker.
Okay.
All liches are bitches, but not all bitches are liches.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, accurate. Oh
Okay.
my
Next
gosh,
question.
giggles. Can confirm, very much alive.
Okay. Please explain what the following acronyms stand for.
Ooh.
PHB, DMG, MM, and XGE. Okay, so I know some, but not all of these. PHB stands for Player's Handbook. Yeah. I do know that DMG means Damage or Dungeons Master's Guide. That one I'm for sure. It's one or the other.
Okay, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good. Halfway through.
And MM is the fantasy version of M&M's.
Right, see, clearly. Yep. See, I know that one too. That one's
Yep, totally.
100% correct.
You gotta have some sweets in there.
Yeah.
And XGE is Xander's Guide to Everything. Xavier's. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think it is?
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, if it's not that, then what is it? Is it like, let's see. Xylophone Goblin Energy.
I like that. That makes sense.
Like a little goblin bard who plays a xylophone and gets his way, you know?
Wait, can that be a character? Can we see that?
I mean, I mean,
Can
because
someone do fan art of that?
a little
Skyla-
goblin bard with a
You as a
xylophone strung on his back.
no. You as a goblin bard playing
Me?
the xylophone. Yes.
Me as a goblin bard. Okay, alright. Valid. Oh
Does
my
it mean
goodness.
X-ray Genesis Evolution? Ultra Great Escape? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Alright. XGE. X-ray Genesis Evolution, Mr. Mopsy says. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Oh, Toxin has enough points to ask a question.
Oh no.
Yes, so if you send Toxin a question, he will send it in for us to answer.
I'm scared. What could they ask?
I know. This is
They could ask
this is, like, high
anything.
stakes.
They could ask everything they want. Isn't that scary?
It is kind of terrifying. Extra great escape, jubilant giraffe. Fantastic. Hello, giraffe. How are you?
Mr. Minimopsy says, wait, shouldn't you ask a question then?
That is
Should
true. That's
we?
a fair point.
I mean, we could. It is our show. We could do whatever we want. We could
I think
cancel the
they're-
show. No,
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I think
Kidding.
they're
That's
asking
not a.
if Toxin should ask a question.
Oh.
Since it's his points.
Oh. That.
Oh my gosh.
That makes more sense. Wow. Okay. I'm
Don't even
worried.
worry about it. Don't. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's redeemed. I'm scared.
Oh lord.
Alright, here it is. What does fairy fire do? Go into detail. Wow. Okay.
It's like the LSD in Dungeons and Dragons. Fairy
Oh,
fire,
yeah.
when consumed or taken, your body is put into a trance of.
Yeah, and like you hallucinate fire, okay? So if
Yeah.
you're in a tavern and you're just, you're chilling, you're relaxing, you had a couple ales, and somebody managed to slip you some fairy fire, okay? Now all of a sudden the tavern is on fire and you don't, everybody else it's fine. It's totally fine. The torches are where they're supposed to be, but you think the tavern's on fire. All right, you are hallucinating everything and everyone on fire. Okay, it's a very dangerous drug.
Double Breaker says this is way cooler than what fairy fire actually does. So I actually don't know what it does. So I'm curious now. Is it boring? Is it just like a little?
Yes, Toxin, please tell us.
I like how
Or-
he
or,
asked
yeah.
the chat.
or
Yeah.
do you prefer the LSD fire hallucinogen?
It sounds like a drug. Fairy fire? That sounds
Yeah.
like a new drug.
It sounds like, all the kids these days are trading it at the back of the tavern, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Fairy fire makes you sparkle? Okay.
Same. Lightning Hikaru says, literally did it last session. Lol.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god. Okay. Well, I think that's enough questions.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody redeemed a question. Oh, okay, here we are from Double Breaker. What do you think each player's character's persona would be? Bonus, include the DM as a character. That's a loaded question, okay? Oh my gosh.
Can one of them be a hairless cat with a
Oh my
sweater?
g- A hairless cat?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
a persona,
gosh.
right? I don't know what a persona is.
I have very limited knowledge. But I guess that would work, right?
One of them's obviously a raccoon.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
okay.
Hamish is a
Oh.
cat horse, of course, because thanks to Pukwudgie's fantastic fan art. We already got that one in the bag. Let's see.
If you had to pick one to be a raccoon, which one would it be? Who would
Ooh,
it be?
a raccoon.
Yeah, one of them's a raccoon, obviously.
Ooh,
It's Monk.
probably.
Plot
It's
twist.
Monk.
Yeah, plot twist.
Plot twist, it's the
nothing.
DM.
Oh my god.
Good old trash panda, See.
Boop the raccoon says, "Welp, I guess I need to kill whoever decides to be a raccoon too."
Oh, yep. There can be two. There cannot be two raccoons.
There can
Man, we're
only
gonna
be-
have to. Okay, there can only be. Oh my God. See, I feel like we have to
Think
sit
on
down
these?
and talk about this. Like, we actually have to, like,
Maybe get some fan
Do-
art as well.
I mean, I think we need to think on this, and we need to, like,
I agree.
actually come back with perfect personas and do a little research to, obviously learn what a persona means, and then we should circle back and actually get an accurate one for each person. I think that would be really good.
I agree. Ooh. Those were some hard questions.
I know.
I did not like it.
Mr. Mini Mopsy. Sappy feels like a raccoon, to be honest. Smart, shrewd, resourceful. Some people think they're cute. Gremlins. Honestly, yeah. Camille feels like a golden retriever. Oh my god. Yep. Gold retriever. Robinson otter.
Lightning Hikaru is obviously a cat. Like,
Oh
intelligent, could handle themselves on their own.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect to be around.
Right.
Perfect to be around.
Perfect to be around. Got it. Ugh. Unfortunately, it is that time. We have to start wrapping things up. So thank you all for hanging out with Hayden and I in the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. We want to take a moment to recognize those who popped in chat so far today and the followers gained so far in our 6th episode of Gaming Related.
Please forgive us if we mispronounce your name. We will try our best to get them right. I cannot make promises. First up, we have Double Breaker,
Mr. Mini Mopsy,
Boop the Raccoon,
Traveling Aria,
The Raid and Follow from Sleepless Nights.
Ketchup Kate,
Oh, that's a good one. And the cast and crew. Ketchup Kate, hello, I like that. Those of you returning, welcome back. And those of you who are new to Gaming Related, welcome. We're happy to have you all here. Before we direct your attention in the lead cast, don't forget to check out our social media platforms on TikTok, Instagram, Discord, and Twitter for clips, announcements, and other fun content.
Yes, thank you all for joining Hayden and I for our 6th intermission show. We hope to see you next Wednesday at the same time. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the second half of Gaming Related.
Giggles.
God, I
I
wish
mean,
that
if you keep giving subs, I'll take it.
That's really cool of you. Thank you. That's so awesome. Okay. Welcome back to the second half. For those of you who are still tuned in, and I also thank you, Giggle Cheeks, for the 5 subs. We normally do this at the beginning of the show, but I want to do it at the middle of the show so that you all can catch up on what the hell's going on, because the second half of this show is probably going to be a lot more epic than the second ending of last episode. So shout out to our human bard default player, our human warlock Leon Le Leon, and our elf warlock Giggle Cheeks for our previously on segment. Right after this, we're going to get right into it. Stay tuned.
Previously on the final pages. Making his intentions clear to save the stone giant, Gaff plans to return at midnight with his trusted congregation to begin excavation efforts. Our heroes have been tasked to make the cave network as safe as possible. Returning to the mist, they find a very, inviting door. With a skull carved and a puzzle lock, this door seems designed to prevent unsuspecting adventurers from accidentally stumbling into the room beyond. Solving the puzzle, our unsuspecting adventurers stumble into the room beyond on purpose. The party finds a crypt. More visions beset Camille, introducing the Ilodial family and their tale of a dark magician tricking and trapping them in this place. Next, he receives a call of duty by a zombie mommy. Calling herself Tabis, she claims to have given Camille gifts and wishes to test his worth. At that moment, wave after wave of skeletons burst from the walls and graves. Working together, our protagonists repel these foes. Collect 4 necklaces and place them atop corresponding pedestals. The undead are released from the wizard's curse the moment the final piece of jewelry is returned, finally allowing them to rest. This narrator breathes a sigh of relief, along with the audience, seeing our heroes safe once again. Unfortunately, Hamish doesn't join in, confiding in Robin his distrust of the powers wielded by Savvy and Camille. Interpersonal drama, moral dilemmas, engaging combat, slightly over-fetishized patrons. This show has it all. Let's see what happens next.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We come back from our break, and bravo to Soren and Hayden. Thank you for what you guys do. Man, I'm sweating from what just happened during that halftime show. That's the best. You're in the tavern. And at this point, you've all rested up. Hopefully you all have your new cool toys and abilities and also your full HP. And the night is starting to wane, and it's getting ready for the dinner rollout. What are you all doing for the rest of the night, before things get cray-cray?
Are they gonna get cray-cray?
They're gonna get cray-cray.
Are-
They're gonna be so
Spoiler.
regular and normal.
When Mercy
We've had lots of
comes-
fiber. It was a poop joke.
I get it. I think we all got it.
When Spursey's at the table, she's literally just gonna sprawl stuff onto the table, and she looks very excited. Okay. The mushroom idea gave me another idea, and I was messing around with some of these ingredients, and I made this. And she's holding a potion bottle, and the inside of the bottle keeps almost, it like flickers and it changes, and it flickers and it changes, and then it keeps flickering, like it's not sure what it wants to do.
Ooh, that's cool.
So, this potion gives you the ability to transform.
Into what?
Oh, that's the best part. You get to choose. You could give yourself gills and breathe underwater. You could turn yourself into any other. You could like make yourself look like somebody else, or you can give yourself really like violent claws and make yourselves like a human weapon. Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty neat.
Have you tested it?
No. Do you want to test it?
I'll drink anything. Pass it over.
That's
Maybe
true.
we
I've
should-
seen it.
Don't play with the magical cat. I'll drink whatever.
It only it does only work for an hour. So if we do use it, it'll only last that long, and then it's gone, and then I'd have to make another one.
Oh, well, I don't want to waste it, but I'll tell you what. I'll try anything twice. Because the
Okay.
first time I might not know if I like it, so I'm willing to try the
So-
second time.
She'll give you the potion. And so once you drink this potion, it gives you the you choose what it does. It's the alter self spell
Okay, cool.
in an elixir.
That was more roleplay. I don't think my character's the best person to hold on to this, but I'll absolutely hold on to this because that's badass.
You said you'd try it, so she believes you.
I will test it out 100%, and I will do my best to use it good. But I think other people would be better with it in like a combat scenario. But I'll hold on to it unless anyone else wants to take it off of me.
So what does it do? For I'm asking for Soren and Hayden. What does it do?
It is it is a transformation potion that it's the same as the alter self spell.
Okay.
Which gives you the ability to choose one of the options of turn yourself into pretty much an amphibious being. You can make yourself into a different race for an hour. You can't actually change like your physical attributes, like you can't make yourself taller or smaller or bigger or anything like that, but you can change like ears and stuff.
Okay.
Or you can become a living weapon, which literally gives you like claws, and you literally be like a kind of monster-esque. So
Okay. Do you mind posting that, or do you have that available?
I do. Let me click it. I literally just added the alter self spell to my spell list, so
that works.
I could easily just poke it.
That works. And then, okay, there it is.
It's
Wow.
very long. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, I just wanted to keep an eye on it. So, the spell, aquatic adaptation. Oh, dude, this is gonna be epic. And there's no spell save DC on it, right? That's just automatically added.
Yeah, that just adds it.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so Robin holds on to it and he says, thanks, but no thanks. And, you know, I'm starting to wonder now how many times Robin takes things from Mercy and he's like, really love you, bud, but I don't need this. He's like,
Yeah, I will accept anything and I will do it with great appreciation, but out of character, this would be better for basically every other person in the party. It would be better to go to them rather than Robin. So,
okay.
if anyone else wants it.
Okay. Hamish, you've made your way through town, and now that it's dark, your cat is almost invisible, just glowing off the moonlight. And you will... you'll notice that as you get into town, it stays very close to your side, instinctively. And you kind of say its name a few times, but you end up in the back of the special bear. And as you're coming up the pathway, as night has rolled around, what are you doing?
Sil, you're welcome to lie down in the wagon, or in fact, no. I'll go inside and I'll get one of those nice blankets. I'm sure they have an extra one they just need to wash, but I haven't yet. And I'll put that in the wagon, and then you can rest. You just wait here, okay? I'll be right back.
You talk to it like it's human, and it listens. It goes up and hops on the wagon. It turns around, and you see it's kind of sniffing about. And then there you are at the back of the special bear. Now, this door that leads to the back of the special bear, it's going to go through the kitchen and where the storage supply room, but you can already hear just the loud laughter and just people having a really good time in here. You open the door and you go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a blanket or something. Just something so it sleeps nicely and is comfortable, right?
Okay.
But if that's not an option, do I have a room at the inn?
You do.
All right. So let me know if I find a blanket or something. First.
Not down here. No, you'd have to go up into your room.
I'm gonna go up to, I think his name's Leary, right?
Leedy.
Oh, Leedy?
Yeah, it is spelled Leary, but yes, Leedy.
Okay. Leedy. Hey, Leedy.
You're back for more lickings. Yeah, what can I do for you, boy?
Well, never mind that. Do you have a extra blanket?
No. You can have the blanket you have in your room.
Well, yes, but do you have an extra one?
I mean, are you expecting company? Is that what this is about?
Yes.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'll bring one up. Yeah.
What? Could you actually just give it to me? I just need to take it outside.
Fine. Wait. Why?
Do you want to see?
Yes.
Well, you said you wanted a story. Come on, let me show you.
All right.
This takes dating a tabaxi to a whole new level.
Stop. Stop right now. I am calling HR.
Wait.
Wait, but I'm gaming related's HR representative.
I don't remember this meeting.
Wait. I didn't approve of this.
Well, I voted for it in the HR assembly hall, and nobody else attended, so it was unanimous.
Well, you know,
God.
this is why you have to show up to the meetings.
Is now a good time to turn in my resignation?
Yes.
Just send
It
that
is
to your
the bad
HR
time.
representative to be processed.
So
Term 215, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the shenanigans. Hamish is about to introduce his new pet to Lidi, the dwarven owner of the special bear. I turn on the epic music because he comes out and he's like, "All right, where are they? Show me. Who's the blanket
oh,
for?"
it's right there.
He
Go ahead,
looks.
stand up and show yourself.
You say stand up, and this magnificent cat, I'll blow it up for you to see it in all its majesty, just peeks its head up and does that fantasy World of Warcraft growl again as it just kind of stretches its back, and Lidi's gonna bump his back against the wall. What in the gods is that? And you all hear it from the tavern as Lidi lets out a yelp. What is that?
Well, calm down, lady. It's a friend of mine.
A friend!
Uh,
That thing is a
what?
beast! It's a creature of the night in the forest!
No, it's just a cat. And I go over and I scratch its behind its ears, and I'm like, her name is Syl.
You walk up to it, and it puts its head down for you to scratch. It turns its head sideways. As you do, just then Robin runs outside to see what all the commotion's about. As you go outside, Robin, you're going to see that Lidi has his hand up on his heart. And Hamish is reaching up, and you see there is a giant panther cat, blue glowing in the moonlight. And Lidi says, "That's a pet."
Well, yeah, you can pet it if you like. But she's very nice. Here, come here.
No.
She does bite, but not hard.
Absolutely not. Robin, would you look at this thing?
See, this is why I knew I needed the extra blanket, because I knew you wouldn't want it inside.
No, you cannot have a blanket for that, and that thing stays outside.
Yeah, Leary, was telling me about this glowing tiger thing. I also thought it was a bad idea, but what do you know? He didn't die,
Well,
so it's probably not a bad thing.
I was also surprised I wasn't hurt, but it's a very nice cat.
Oh, well, all right, let's give it a cuddle. Come here. And I walk up and I go to scratch it behind the ears if it will let me.
The cat jumps down and starts to smell Robin up and down.
This is my friend.
Yeah, Robin, it's friendly. It's a friendly one.
I give it some good scritches.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels like cotton candy.
Oh, come on, Larry, get in here.
Fantasy
You said you
cotton
dated a tabaxi.
candy. He rubs his face all over it. I'm just kidding. That's weird.
Whoa, face first. Okay.
I was kidding. Yeah, so you all have a moment as Lidi warms up to it, seeing that if it doesn't eat Robin, it's probably not going to eat him. And eventually your cat loses interest and jumps up and starts climbing up the top of the tavern, just using its claws to climb, and sits and perches on the roof of the tavern.
What a majestic beast. Look at that.
He's scratching
See,
the
lady.
wood.
Well, it wouldn't be there if it wasn't meant to be scratched.
Well, okay, that seems a little
Alright, no, you're
wrong.
right. Alright,
Yeah,
Sil,
yeah.
Sil, come on down.
Sil comes down. Not happy, begrudgingly, but Sil comes down.
Look, I'll keep it outside. I would hate. She came over and it's been all nice to me. I'd really like to give her a blanket. You think that's too much to ask?
It's not too much to ask, but if it rips it up or marks its territory, that's coming out of your coin. Are we savvy?
No, I'm
No,
not savvy.
none of us are savvy.
I'm allowed to say the word savvy without talking about the player savvy.
Wrong.
I love that word. It's very piratey. Let me have this. Please. Please.
You're so far inland. Like you got no ground to stand on.
He's a dwarf. He uses the word savvy. He gives you a blanket, or you have it, you know. Your cat, Sil, will sleep in the wagon. So table talk, can you let it go, release it, despawn it?
I don't think so.
Is it a
It is-
fey creature?
It is not
I
like
think
a
he's just a
familiar.
guy.
Yeah, it's not fine
Yeah.
familiar, so it can't just
Yeah,
poof
I think-
out of
I think it-
existence.
Yeah, I'm double checking. I don't see anything
Okay.
that says it disappears at all.
If it dies, does it die?
It
If it
You
dies in
can-
the
Yes, it
game, does it die in the real life?
you can use spell slots to revive it though, because that's
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to focus on it for. It looks like within the last hour, you can use an action to touch it. Yeah, so
You touch
spell slot.
it. Okay, got it.
Much better than the old version where it was like, just get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, eventually you all come back into the tavern, and Leedy goes to wash his hands, and you can hear him talking in the kitchen. Babe, I felt another giant cat. And you'll hear the ladle against the head. She's like, no, honey, it's not like that.
Right.
You're all sitting at the table, and they'll bring out drinks because this is the happiest that you've seen Leedy in a very long time. And you guys, it's probably 10 o'clock. You have a couple hours before midnight.
Come on in, Hamish. Mercy's mixing cocktails.
Hey.
Not those kind of cocktails.
Oh, what type of cocktails we next this time? Is this the one that I can only handle 2 of?
Okay. Go ahead, Mercy. You say.
It's a transformation potion and turn you into another creature. And you can't transform into like a cat or something. It has to be something that is got 2 legs, so you could turn into like a if you took it Hamish, you could turn into a very short half orc, or you could turn into a aquatic person, or you could even become a human weapon.
Is it me, or is Mercy's stutter just the most adorable thing? Whenever she's trying to explain something like deadly tremors that will eat you up from the ground, it throws me off every time. Sorry, continue. I'm not here.
Well, I
I only made one, so I already gave it to Robin because Robin decided he was going to test it out because it hasn't been tested out yet. So technically we don't know if it actually works, but yeah.
If
I
I
like
toss this-
Ham's question though, because if it does work, what would happen if you were to drink 2 of them?
I only have the one. I would have
Asked
to.
and answered.
so. Are we gonna watch Robin drink it? Is that the plan?
Yeah, if I knock this back right now, can you whip up another one, or should we save it?
So to be clear, Hamish, watching him drink a potion that will turn him into something is fine. That's fine. We're okay with that, are we?
Savin, I'm trying to have a more open mind.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm glad. I'm glad that we are here then.
Did I miss? I look over. I instantly look over at Hamish. Did I miss something?
Leedy's gonna say,
Yeah, you did.
You missed a lot, wee lad. You missed a lot. Lots of
In the awkward silence. In the awkward silence, I shimmy over to Hamish and I give him the little elbow. Go on, come on, now's your chance.
Robin, I don't think now's the time.
There's no better time than the present.
I don't know. I think the future is a better time.
Oh, the future's not guaranteed. Now is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
I'm still very confused as to what's happening right now.
Larry, can we get a round of drinks? It'll be on me.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And he goes and he gives you all the drinks. As a matter of fact, here's some
one
stew.
set. Okay, now we have 2 drinks.
We got 2 hands, don't we, Mercy? I'm throwing it back.
Please get drunk. Please get drunk.
Do. Yeah, no. Savvy is gonna pound the first one without hesitation.
I'm fine with the second.
Okay.
Robin's tolerance is so high.
You were drinking with the Smithsonian family.
Yeah, Jacob Smithsonian.
You're giving him family advice on how to be a good husband.
Yeah, his like running average is always buzzed. Like he's never not buzzed.
So after downing the 2 drinks, nope, still sober. Another round.
He's working up to it. I whispered to Savvy. It's gonna be good.
I lean over to Camille. What did I miss?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Well, we have a little bit of time before we're meeting up with everybody.
Yeah, and if I could, I'd like to take the floor for a moment.
Please do.
As there's, I think, a pretty important part of what we just went through that y'all were not aware of. I apologize for acting so strange while we were down there. I was obviously, as we had talked about before, seeing a lot of things that not everybody was. In particular, a very kind hooded man who told me how to get that door open with the fancy words and such, and to put the necklaces on the pedestals. But more importantly, I saw a confusingly beautiful figure in the tomb who said that she let me do all those fancy things. And I'll get kind of quiet. And she also said that she was Tybus, the pillar of entropy.
Robin nods as if he knows, knowing nothing as he sips his beer. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Hamish as a worshiper of the god of time knows and is a little shocked. And by a little, a lot.
Sounds judgy. Just kidding.
And I think, I'm not one to just immediately believe women that we find underground, but some weird things did happen, and I think there's a non-zero chance that is correct.
Oh, we're in if this, then what situation. So if Tabis, then what?
I have no idea. I just wanted to be honest and open and foster healthy communication, and also was hoping that any of y'all might know more about anything.
You
So
all
she
can roll
lured you
religion.
into a trap, and then attempted to kill us all in order to test you.
No, so what? It wasn't a trap necessarily.
17's nice.
The door closed and was locked.
Yeah, so she said that it was a test. She did say that, good on you. But she said those people at the end, those aquatic elven-ish looking folk, they were trapped because of some magician, and by doing what we did, they're now free and they get to be dead.
Magician.
Like, yeah, they said magician. I remember the word magician.
Like the type that do shows and like the troop Robin was a part of.
I immediately produce cards. Pick a card, any card.
Like that.
Now this is a
Now-
good one. Now don't show me the card.
Now, I will admit I was a little bit stressed at the moment, a bit too stressed to think to ask for clarification. And I'll pick a card from Robin while I'm explaining to
Sure.
Mercy.
It's a wish
Why
deck.
not? Also,
Okay, Hamish, with a 17 and also Robin with a 15, you'll know that Tabis is straight to the top. So you have 5 pillars that created the realm that you live in, the material plane. Fabricat, the pillar of creation. Tabis, the pillar of entropy. Iniko, the pillar of chaos. And Letha, the pillar of order. And finally, Mithria, the pillar of knowledge. Depending on who speaks knowledge's name, to you, Camille, Chian-Si is also from the pillar of knowledge, which the Lafate Kingdom to the north absolutely follow both knowledge and order, which makes a lot of sense coming from your family. So even the tabard that you wear is not of the pillar that essentially you're now bound to, if you will. And the table is now going to educate you on that as Robin and Hamish tell you this.
So that's those pillars that you got the 5 and Tabis is one of them. And is this your card?
Roll a sleight of hand, Robin. Roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coming.
it is your card if you want it to be. Robin, that trick was amazing.
It's not the card.
Oh, it's not.
It's not the card. And then I go, take it, and I throw the cards up in the air, and I pull out my rapier. I hate these cards, and I stab, and then I pull back, and on the tip of my rapier is your card.
That was actually incredibly impressive, Robin. Hey, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mercy does slightly flinch,
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to not hold it, seeing the rapier pick it up.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you,
I try
Mercy.
and keep it. I stab Mercy. Oh no, not again.
Mercy's dead.
Mercy's dead. So, yeah, I pull it back, and so as I'm pulling the card off of the rapier, I go, so yeah, that's Tabis.
Huh?
In a nutshell, he's right.
Mia just looks incredibly confused, just looking between the two of you.
While they're having that conversation, I poke at Savvy and I'm like, "Do you still have that weird mug that you found?"
I do. And she'll reach into her pack and produce it, hand it over.
I think there's something weird about it. I want to see if I can figure out what's going on with it.
It changes one thing into another. I can tell you that much. I can't
Oh.
tell you much more than that, but I was thinking about pouring some water into it, see if it turns it into ale. That was my thought.
I cast Identify.
Heck yeah. And
I'll ritual, since they're having that conversation, I'll ritual cast it so I'm not wasting a spell slot. But
Prestige GC, thank you so much for
Oh,
the
they made
raid.
hot.
Welcome everyone. Welcome
oh,
to the
Thank
shenanigans. Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
We're about to do some identification. For those of you who are just tuning in, our artificer is going to hold on to this magical cup that Savvy has. This is awesome. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to everyone who just followed. That's epic. You grab the cup from her, Mercy, and you go to identify it. And this is essentially a sailor's best friend. It is going to keep anyone alive and happy for eternity. There's so many people who just followed. I want to call you all out, and I promise I will. That's amazing. Now,
This is cool.
it essentially will turn nothing into a liquid. And there are 3 liquids that you can choose from. You have to call out the special magical word. And it can't be car related. There Now,
A Motorola.
no. You can make wine, a very fancy wine. You can make ale,
Samsung,
a very average ale,
Nokia,
and you can make
Macintosh.
water. And
iPhone.
no, none of those. And as a matter of fact, chat, I need a word for water. What's the word for water? Let's write this down.
Nokia.
No.
Nokia.
No.
Yes, do it. Do it, and you're cool.
No, Leon, you can't be in chat, Leon. I need a word. Okay,
By the power of the people.
Osanbi. Okay, water equals Osanbi.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of
Okay, what is Osanbi?
See, I forgive you now. I forgive you for this once.
Okay, water is Osanbi. What is ale? I need a word for ale.
Nokia.
It was a key smash. Yes, those are the best. Yeah, those are the best. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Ale is a Keurig. A Keurig.
Yay, Nanai. Thanks.
Yin yay.
Yin yay.
Yin yay. Okay. And then Double Breaker says wait. So for wine, it is wait.
Amazing.
Okay. And thus it is written, it so shall it be.
So
And-
shall it be.
It doesn't need to be attuned or anything, right? You just have to hold it and say the word.
Correct. This one does not require attunement.
So what you doing with that mug? What's your thoughts? If you're looking for somebody to hold on to it, I got this fancy potion I can trade you.
the potion you
Mercy
took
will-
from her.
Mercy will hold the mug and go, wait.
And
It'll fill.
it'll fill up with juicy wine.
And then
Not saying I'm jealous at all, but
she hands it back to Savvy. It can also create ale, and it can also create water.
It sounds like we can sell this. for a lot of money.
Yeah, we can sell it. How about installments? I got 5 gold on me.
Oh, wait. And she's going to take her mug of ale and she's going to dump it on the floor.
Oh my god! No! It dives to the floor.
Lady says, "What the hell?
Accident! Accident!
Party foul!
Deception
Party
check.
foul!
Deception. You're not spilling good ale." Hold on.
Gosh, dang it. It was
Oh my gosh. He rolled less than you. He says, it's been a long day and you guys had a very long night. So, you know what? It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Apologies. But it would be wrong of me to ask for another. I will go without. And she's going to wait until he turns his back before she attempts to fill the mug with this mug.
Hey, can I? It's alright. I'll ask for you, Savvy. Can we get another ale?
And now you think to speak for me.
Oh,
You
no.
really do not
Oh, no.
understand
No,
much,
that's-
do you?
That's not what I was trying to do. I was just.
And
trying
yet
to
that's
buy
what you did. That's great. No, Hamish, I am
I just-
quite fine.
Well, I just
You-
wanted to buy you
you're
an
welcome.
ale.
I don't need your ale.
She's got.
Should I
she's
put
got
on
one.
fight music right now? I'm going to put on fight music. Because
I lean over to Hamish. I give him a little like a punch on the shoulder. I'm like, "Good try, bud. Keep doing something different. Keep on your toes. You're getting closer."
Savvy, I am sorry. I am.
shoot meat mouth, says Mr. Mini Mossy.
I'm sorry.
I need to understand what you're sorry for, Hamish. Because
That's
anybody
what
can
it
see the
is.
word, but it does require you to know what you're sorry for. Saying the word isn't enough.
Look, I'm sorry for what I said when we were down in the crypt, and I said it wasn't right. The magic you was using. It wasn't right of me to say that. You weren't doing anything wrong.
Hamish, you still think it's about the word. It's about it's not about what you said. It has nothing to do with that. It's not about what you said, it's about how you looked at me. It's about how you treated me after that. It's about your assumption that I, as a person, should be treated differently than the person that, a person that you, in your own words, you have called a friend. And yet, because I did something that was for the benefit of those at this table, you looked at me as though I had done something worthy of rebuke and scorn.
What? It's not what I was trying to do. I had a reaction. And I'm trying to make up for my mistakes. Is that enough? Can I try?
Hamish, I need you to understand. I know you've read your stories. This is different. I am not a character in a book.
Know that.
I am not here to provide you with contrast. I'm not here to show you how there's good even in the strange of things. I need you to understand that I am the same person now that I was yesterday.
I know. And I'm not the same person. Because the person from yesterday would have been scared.
Look, Hamish, I won't fault you for fear. But if you ever look at me like that again, we will not be having the same conversation. If you treat me like I am less than or other, I can promise you, you will regret it.
It was never my intention to treat you that way,
I understand that.
and I'm sorry.
Hamish, I like you. I do. But we're not in the pages of your book. And you need to know that. Don't treat me that way, and we'll be over. All right.
The drink is still on me as I put down a gold coin. And I'm gonna go walk out and snuggle with the cat. But before I do, I say, I never meant it to hurt. But I'm glad that I still have a second chance. When you're ready, why don't you come outside? I want to show you something. And then I'll walk out.
Finish my drink.
Robin says, Keurig. And then, because of Keurig, it fills with ale.
I am drinking. Savvy, you seemed busy, so I was just trying out the new mug, and I sip it some more.
Sammy goes to swipe the mug back from Robin.
Oh, but I love it so much, Savvy. It makes me so very happy.
You love it too much. Too much.
No, I can stop whenever I want. See, I'm stopped right now.
Yay, Nye. I hope I'm saying your name right. You're now part of our story. You're Keurig. Okay, Robin gets up and he's like, I'm gonna go to the latrine. And he goes right towards the kitchen, and the cup's in your chest as he just like starts stumbling across towards the kitchen. You could see he takes off one of his suspenders, and then he takes off the other suspender, and completely forgets that in, guys, less than 2 hours, you're going to be meeting with Gaff in the woods.
So, see, I'm not sad. This crying is for a different reason. I had a previously scheduled cry, but I gotta piss.
Savvy is gonna stand up with him, walk towards the door where he is trying to enter, and attempt to interpose herself in front of him.
Easily enough.
No, Robin, we're gonna go a different direction, and she's gonna try to slip her arm around him and guide him down.
Yeah.
Down another direction.
His furry arms are warm.
This guys, yeah, we should go this direction. Try new things, like trying to give me the mug. Sounds like a good new thing to try.
She's gonna lead Robin out the door of the back.
Okay, and
Mercy is following.
Okay.
And as soon as they are out back, Savvy will not gently shove him to the ground.
Oh,
here we go.
Mercy's is like wringing out a towel, like a cold towel.
As you come out behind the special bear, Hamish, your cat is sitting on the berm, just cleaning itself. And as you look in the wagon, the blanket is just completely ripped to shreds.
That's going to come out of my paycheck.
And there is your cat kind of sitting there, and as you walk up to it, it stops cleaning itself and it comes up to you and it kind of rubs its huge body against your chest and your legs. And then you can hear the sound of Robin as they come outside, and you can see that Robin has taken that magical Keurig a little bit too far, as one does when they get their first Keurig, right? Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. My precious little mug.
Now,
Robin, you will not touch this mug again, or I will break your hand.
Well, that seems a little excessive, but point taken.
As does this. And she's just gonna like leave him there, crumpled on the ground, as she walks towards Hamish.
you
I
walk
reach
towards.
for my flask. I try and drink it. It's empty from earlier.
It is.
I reach for my backup flask. It's also empty from earlier.
Yeah, I'll scale this up for you, but you see at first Hamish is covering the silhouette of something, and then you hear its purr and its growl, and then it turns and reaches its head around Hamish, and you see the eyes lock on, and you hear a growl that shakes you, Hamish, as the cat lays eyes on Savvy.
Zil, this is my good friend, Savvy. Savvy?
What is that?
It's a cat.
Is it a cat? I've seen cats before, Hamish.
Well, you see, after we fought the second time, I went to go clear my mind in the woods, you see. And I was thinking about what she had said and what I had said. I talked to Robin, and he told me to go make amends with myself and to try better with trying to understand and be a better man. And as I was walking, I found a cat.
DM, does that look like a normal cat?
And Camille and Mercy, you are going to see the cat for the first time as well. And no, this is not a normal cat. This is a blue cat. And it's the size of a Great Dane. It's a very panther-sized cat.
And when I found the cat, it chastised me a little bit, and
Oh, it chastised you. Oh.
well, it not, and
Oh, I
So,
know
like-
those things. We had those around the farm. Yeah, I had to keep those away from the livestock.
Guys,
Well,
everyone,
it's like
Camille's British, by the way, everybody. Just that's what the accent is.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Nope, just kidding. That's a southern bumpkin.
well, the point is I made friends with it. It seems to like me well enough, and I thought you might like to see it.
What makes it glow?
That I don't know.
I bet that it's a totally normal, mundane, non-magical thing, Mercy.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't
that's
you?
a perfect. That's a normal thing that happens to them. That happened back home also. See, they eat a lot of fireflies, and it just causes this sort of interesting reaction with the fur and the moonlight, and it just makes them kind of look like that.
Thanks, Camille.
Thanks, Camille.
Make a,
You give an imaginary pat on the shoulder. Thanks for helping.
so I thought you'd like to meet him. Sil, you want to go say hi to Savvy?
It'll stop growling, and it'll go and Savvy, you'll see this giant blue panther glitter in the starlight and the several moons that are in the sky and almost go transparent for a moment, but it'll come and sit next to you.
I'm gonna look back at Camille. A lot of fireflies. It's going to look. It's going to look.
Can I just take a little, just a little tiny little thing of fur?
Wait, I'll ask. Sil, is it alright if Mercy has a little bit of your fur? Just a little bit. It's not gonna hurt.
It'll growl at you the way cats growl to say, sure.
I don't know what that sounds like.
Me neither. I'm asking Camille because I don't have a cat. Leon, what is your cat's?
I mean, you could also just wait till it coughs up a hairball. I mean, Camille already did, so it can't take that long.
True that.
Well, that's where the bloop came from.
The vision is
It
complete.
needed help grooming.
It's complete.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, she says it's fine.
Except tiny scissors.
So you're gonna have a piece of, or a tuft of Sylvaneth fur, and as you inspect this, Mercy, and you kind of hold it up into the moonlight and the torchlight, you'll notice that it does go transparent at certain angles, and it is white in other angles and almost pitch black in others. It's like one of those really cool car prints that you see where it changes colors as you walk around it. Same thing goes for this cat.
Iridescent.
Thank you. That was my way of defining iridescent, like an iridescent piton.
It was well done.
They-
Well done.
Very
Listen, when I don't know the word, I'll just describe it. That's what Mexico taught me.
Hey, you know what? That's great.
Yeah,
We love you for that.
We're here for that, guys.
you're killing it.
We also have a quest, but one of you is drunk right now, and you can look back
Yeah.
at Robin.
I did put a cold
Yeah.
towel on his neck to kind of help sober him up.
Yeah,
Let's go on an adventure.
an adventure. Yeah.
So
Oh no.
Let's go on
Savvy-
an adventure.
Savvy is gonna look back from Camille and look to Hamish, just absolutely unamused. It
You
looks
just-
like
you'll,
that.
you'll just see sparkles in Mercy's eyes as she's looking.
Yeah. It looks like it has eaten a lot of fireflies, Hamish.
Camille looks panicked behind Savvy and is mouthing to Hamish, like, I am so sorry. I'm trying.
I just give Camille a look and a nod. Just don't worry about it, bud. I just thought I'd like to show you.
Okay, Hamish. Okay. Fireflies it is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Robin!
So don't worry, I got this. I
Good.
uncorked the
It's
potion.
time to go.
I uncorked
That's a
the
good
potion.
idea.
I
I like
throw
that.
it back.
Oh,
and
you're
I
drinking
do
the potion?
alter self. I do the alter self potion, so I alter myself to not be drunk.
That I call shenanigans.
Wait,
Rightfully so, sir.
Mercy. It doesn't work like that, does it?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't.
I don't
You know
know.
what?
Aquatic
You know what? Change
adaptation?
appearance. Change appearance. I think could work though. You make yourself this giant Robin.
Listen.
Big Robin.
Appearance
Less
Hey,
drunk
every-
Robin.
Robin.
It does say
No,
it
I'm
increase-
talking.
it
I'm talking to
improves with height
default
and
player
weight.
right now. Default.
Oh.
You're gonna break this game a lot of times. I see it coming. I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting my big DM foot down right now. You're still drunk. You're still drunk, sir.
Dude,
Final
Minnie
answer.
is calling you out. Minnie is calling you out.
Yeah. You're getting yelled at by Mr. Mini Mops here.
Now to play
That's not
advocate
how the
just for a
force
second,
works.
Devil's
Just-
avocado
just-
is how we call that.
Yes.
To make himself appear to not be drunk.
well,
He's still drunk.
He
everybody
can look like his
knows
suspenders are still on and like
Yeah.
all his clothes are together.
Yo.
toxicity with alcohol is highly dependent upon weight and
That's what I was saying.
Right.
I think there's a
Yeah.
case here. I genuinely do.
Yeah,
height, and
yeah.
it specifically says including height and weight.
I
It
think
does.
you can decrease your time to recover, but I don't think you can do it instantly.
Go throw him in the water. Let him swim it
I
out.
mean,
Take a cold
you're
shower.
right. You can't do it instantly. You can do it over the course of 6 seconds.
Magic.
The metabolism with guys. He is an old man, an old human, 60-year-old.
No.
Not
Now he's a
anymore.
Minotaur.
Not
Now he's a
anymore.
Minotaur.
He casts alter self, but just alters his liver into that of a dwarf.
He casts sober. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't, guys. I really don't want you to die. I know there's a pole, like a tree that you guys need to walk across over a chasm, and I'm just thinking about Robin right now.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Just
Robin,
if he falls, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
any more potions?
So
It was a
what?
good character. It was a good character.
Yeah, so what
Rip
happens
Robin,
though?
Die Carl.
So what happens? with
So-
the potion? No, I drink it and I decide to not be drunk anymore. So what happens, GM? How does that?
You adapt your body to an aquatic environment, sprouting gills and growing webbing between your fingers. You can breathe underwater, and you gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. So
Swimming in the nearest barrel of ale. I'm gonna jump in it. I can breathe through it now.
no, you go through several different metamorphoses. Because I like butterflies, and
Obviously.
at one
Yeah,
point
yeah.
the suspenders re-render themselves back up. The lean that you have when someone who's trying to stand upright but is drunk, you look upright. But the world is spinning, and this magical potion is just as magical as the Keurig that you have been drinking. And guys, Keurig is not good ale. It's worse than the ale served at the special bear, which isn't bad ale. But think of what like a sailor would drink in the middle of nowhere who's been out at sea for months at a time. That's the kind of ale you just drank.
You're telling me they serve good ale, but they have the forever pot? Or the forever
No.
stew?
Hold on. First
I
of
don't
all,
believe it.
the everlasting stew trademark is a real thing. Look it up.
I've just actually learned about this the other day.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a real thing.
Yeah, it's Eastern.
Hold on.
Look up Korean everlasting stew.
And there are bakeries in Italy that have been using the same mother dough to make focaccia for 500 years.
Thank
it doesn't
you.
change the fact that, again, it is still weird.
Listen, you shut your focaccia
Holy
face.
crap, it's actually real.
It's
It
real.
might be not what we're accustomed to, but it's not disgusting and going to kill you like we've been
It
implying.
was described last session as something that tastes like it is worth. what
Two
was
for
it?
the
I
one
believe-
copper. Two for
I
one.
believe that it was, yes, it was 2 bowls for 1 copper quality. So
I'm
I
not
would
saying-
contest that.
I'm not saying
Robin
it's good.
liked
I'm
it.
just saying there's no bacteria in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody said that it was going to make you sick. No, we were
We
arguing.
all joked about
the
it making
point
you
of
sick.
fault. That's fair. That's fair.
It did,
I will
it
see
did give
that
me the
point.
runs.
Yeah. So
In any case,
there is
Robin,
a magical cat in front of everyone.
And
Also-
Robin's sober.
Mercy actually goes over, like, looking at Robin now that is he still a fish, or he's now just looks like he's sober?
He doesn't look well. Yeah, he looks sober. Yeah, he looks sober, like a sober fish.
I don't know if Mercy would know or not if the potion actually made him sober or not. So she's going to look him over and see if it actually made him sober.
It did not.
I feel fine.
It doesn't sound like it did either.
The potion did good. I'm real good.
Mercy says nothing, just takes out her water skin and holds it.
Yep.
Drink water.
this is a good idea. I drink it.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do in the back of the special bear at 10? It's like 11 o'clock at night now. You guys have an hour before rendezvous.
Just getting him as sober as possible before we rendezvous.
Okay.
Feeding him as much bread as we can get.
Everlasting stew. Trust me. It's like in Naruto. Oh, never mind. I won't even mention it. Okay, so
If it bites me, Hamish, I will kill it.
It wouldn't do that.
But you're not sure? I can tell. I can see that. If it bites me, I will kill it.
Syl, don't bite her.
still sniffs.
And I start walking and I say, thanks for letting me show you, and I just keep walking.
Okay.
And thanks for showing me. Thanks for.
That was really sweet. That was good. We're mending broken bridges. All of us are coming together.
As you're all talking, you're gonna see a flicker of shadow on the roof of the special bear, and crouched like a gargoyle is Leorin. And she's gonna call down to you all. We have our dozen. Gaff is ready. He's been speaking with Zebfer, the giant, all day.
So you can speak.
She looks down at you. She'll do an amazing flip. She'll land 3-point style. And
Superhero landing. It's a superhero landing.
She'll look at all of you. Is this what you've been doing to prepare?
I found a cat. Think that's good.
She doesn't say anything. We have our people. They're waiting at the tree line. So far, those who wish to come are there. We just wait for you. Is that one in any shape to handle this?
I'll get him there.
If he's not, it's his own fault. He'll learn.
He recovers quick. Like, by the time we get to the hole, he'll probably be fine.
All right, fine.
See?
I'm good. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go save a giant.
Keep drinking water.
Glug 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 glug.
Not that fast.
I drink too much water. I can't breathe.
Wait, what was water?
Fish form?
Water was
Water is
Osanbe.
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 Wait was ale. Okay.
We need to make note of who gave us Osanbe. Keurig, and I know Soft Brambles gave us the last one. Okay. Well, we've taken an odd turn as you found the magical cup of ale and immediately got drunk.
I thought it was a plot hook.
No, it's just a magical cup of ale that will keep you alive out at sea. This is where we're going to end our
We've heard
session.
it here. We sustain ourselves on ale.
Yeah, keeps the scurvy away.
Liquid bread.
It does not.
It does.
That's
It
not
in
how this
fact.
works at all.
It is in fact does not. That is incorrect.
All right. Thanks for playing, guys. I really enjoy an RP session after a very intensive combat session, and I am loving what's happening between you all. I think default.
Thank you, Camille.
Yeah, Camille, man, what a wingman! What a wingman!
What a guy.
I think Camille was just having very, like, mom and dad are fighting kind of moment.
I love it. I love it so much. I want to
Can
take.
we just say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, can we just appreciate Puck for willing Catboy Ham into existence? Because we had Catboy Ham and Horse Girl Ham, and he became Catboy Ham, where he is to a cat what a horse girl is to a horse. Anyway, I really
Yes.
enjoyed today.
Yeah. For those of you who just followed, we have a Discord, and there you can see some really funny memes, as well as some really cool art, and we'll be hanging out in there too. Actually, that's where we stream from. So after this, we are going to hang out in the general chat. So if you're comfortable, please feel free to hang in and just, say hi or be quiet and listen, like whatever you're cool with. But I want to take a quick moment and just introduce ourselves. This is session 6 of Gaming Related's project. We've been working on this since January. My name is Junior Monk, and I'm your dungeon master. To stage left, my left, I think, is Lightning Hikaru, who plays the Magnificent Mercy. And then to my other side is Default Player, who plays our lovable human bard, Robin. On the southeast, we have our elf warlock, Giggle Cheeks, who I'm not sure if I'm attracted to. Sometimes I am, sometimes I not.
I've got some pretty great charisma in and out of character, so I can work with it either way.
It's unbridled and I need it.
Yes.
Honestly, 100%.
Just like a horse.
Directly to myself
I'll own that.
is our wingman, the human warlock, Leon Le Leon.
Hello.
And now's a good time to also say that Leon also streams. So please follow Leon Le Leon as soon as we're done. He's a variety streamer who just got into Dead by Daylight. He's been playing a lot of Pokemon and Minecraft and just really good times. And then to my southwest, we have Toxin, the Dwarf Ranger, who is coming to terms with magic. So happy to have you guys. So we're gaming related, and we hit a couple milestones. So thank you for the follows. Thanks for the subscriptions. Prestige GC, Zen Gently, Spartan Games 611, Slimy Rice, Canadian Hero, Zen the Edgy, Boone 13, Yanier, and Salkos. Welcome and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll some credits and then go ahead.
Real,
Toxin.
I know we mentioned it at the time, but thank you everybody who joined in the raid and who stuck around. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and it was a really cool session to see that 2 different groups of people rated us. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's great.
That was beautiful.
Sincerely. Welcome.
I can't forget our favorite halftime show cast. Soren and Hayden, if you could please turn on your microphones. I'm going to switch us over to the Fireweed and Tavern Inn so that you can see their beautiful faces. And then we'll raid another channel. We'll have a good night. And then we'll see you guys in the Discord for about 30 minutes if you want to hang out. There you guys are.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
That's it. I just wanted him to see you. That's really it. Love the halftime show. For those of you who are tuning in, if you want to spend points, channel points, you can ask questions and just interact. Or don't, just ask questions and we'll gladly answer them the best that we know how to do with our extensive knowledge in D&D. All right. That's it. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next Wednesday at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. Ciao.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Love you.